Alright, I've just unmuted our audio. Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing?
Hello.
Tis I, Phantasat. Welcome, welcome. Zapstream. You know it, Fluffy. Whoop whoop. As one does, as one does. Okay. I just ate some spicy ramen. Forgive me if my throat sounds a little bit strange. It's gonna take a fat minute to like clear itself up, you know? Happens to the best of us. As of last stream, we've updated the game. Beast Boy is now canon to our survival world.
Yo.
How does it feel to know that Beast Boy is real? That will never
DC
not be
universe
strange.
is canon.
Getting copyright claimed on my survival world, real? I can't believe that Batman is probably canon to Minecraft.
Maybe.
Everything's connected.
I mean, they did add bats to the games.
They did add bats. Yeah, we're getting there. Alright, go ahead, switch over to windowed game capture. Alright, we are back. Last stream, we weren't feeling good, so we didn't go for too long, but we went and did a tiny bit of terraforming. Patched up this massive hole here. That's finally been taken care of. We've left this lava lake, just because it's kind of neat having. Oh yeah, I don't have my normal keybinds. And I'm thinking at some point, right, we go ahead. I keep trying to use my normal keybinds, and it's throwing me off. I need to just remember that I don't have access to those for a fat minute. I'm sure there's probably like a way to configure it, but for now I don't have that. Let's deal with this tree. Alright.
Man. Did you change
OMG, a Phantasop stream?
Did you change your stream settings or something?
What do you mean?
The bitrate, it's a bit crunchy.
A little bit crunchy?
Just a wee bit.
It shouldn't be that bad? Is that happening for anyone else, chat? Is this a Kiz issue or is this a skill issue? I need to know. You are all on fire. Kinda crunchy. Is there anything I can even do about that right now?
Probably increase the bit rate if you can.
Yeah, why does that drop down to that number? The fuck? Apply. Fix that. I don't know if it'll apply without restarting stream, but that had dropped substantially from what I normally have it at.
Oh, yeah, that looks perfect now.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. It dropped back down to like 2,500 instead of the normal 10,000 that I have it at.
I felt like I was watching a stream in 2013.
Well, that's the vibe we're going for here, boys. The kind of energy we're trying to hit.
It's like, is this what happened this stream, or have you had this setting on for all of them?
I think it just somehow like broke itself, probably when I like updated. So I'm sure my last stream was like this, and just no one bothered to tell me.
Let me
But
check.
thank you for the call out.
You're welcome. I must check now.
You must. So we're just gonna go ahead and do a little bit of terraforming right here with the dirt we have left. And from there we can figure out what else needs to even be done.
Last stream was
like that. Yeah, I think it's because I updated OBS and then it just all fell apart. Lovely now, 10 out of 10, great streamer. Much appreciated, much appreciated. I hope everyone is having a good day, hoping you're all relaxing. The area's starting to get a bit nicer. I want to do something with this lava pool. I want to do something with this lava pool. I'm thinking of like making it like a volcanic looking area. But I don't know how to go
Ooh.
about that. I'm feeling like cobble and obsidian. Right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to do that today.
You can
We'll
also
think
do
about
some
it.
stone.
Yeah, also just some normal stone. I'll see what I do in that regard. For right now, go ahead, break this. The fact that it still all just like shatters into planks is ever so mildly annoying. But we'll get there soon.
Still does that, oh my god.
Yeah, that lasted for a while. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
When does Notch get his act together?
I love just like the random items in my inventory slots.
They just go
Lovely.
into your into your
Yeah, some of the logs just went in there because I already had a
oh
couple
my
there.
god.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
still
it's
just a
free
thing.
it's free inventory slot.
Unfortunately, the crafting table doesn't just serve as like a permanent slot.
Doesn't that become a thing in Infinite?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's I don't think it's an intended thing. It didn't say one if it does.
Oh no, I think I'm getting it mistaken. No, it's not permanent per se, it's like you can walk around with the inventory open, and so you can use the crafting menu as like
Oh, well,
temporary storage.
I can do that, yeah, like I can move around like that.
So if you have inventory full, you can pick up stuff while putting things in your crafting grid.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. I don't even remember where I left off last time, like, working on the towers. Right? I wish that Minecraft InDev had multiplayer, then I could, like, outsource some work, get you to help
Oh my
with
god. Really out here wanting me to work as a slave.
help with my manual labor. It makes sense why, like, multiplayer just stopped existing once you got to InDev. Because, like, just normal player models don't exist anymore. And they won't exist anymore for, like, a fat minute, right?
Aren't there end of mods to add multiplayer?
Well, I'm sure that there are in, like, the later versions. I'm saying, like, it makes sense why it got removed, like,
Yeah.
off the bat, right?
I think Notch was also reworking some network code or whatever.
Yeah, most likely. Unpaid workers, let's go!
So I'm pretty sure somebody like backported the beta netcode to in the, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh. That is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know if I want to do this, like, working a little bit on each tower at once, or, like, just do one tower at a time.
I'd say like go for all towers like in the same level. Because then you can like platform between them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. There's just so many of these. I'm like registering.
You can't.
This is gonna
you
be
can't
so
look at
fun.
You can't
This is
look
gonna
at
be-
this project like that. You know, you gotta think of like little projects. Like you're only doing this one platform, and then you're gonna do the next one platform. You can't look at it as like one big platform, or else you're gonna hate yourself.
I mean, you say that, but this comes down to, like, in this direction, right, the towers are connected. In this direction, it is basically just one massive ass platform.
Yep.
Which can't be helped. Here. Alright, I need an understack of glass and log. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna work on that framework. Glass, log, and let's go ahead and get a... Let's get a slab. Yeah, that was not a glass understack that I had. Okay. Head over to the log. Thankfully, I have plenty of logs, so I don't have to worry about, like, accidentally making those unobtainable for a fat minute. think I have a good
Yeah.
amount just in backup storage. Alright.
That's good.
So this place is gonna end up getting, like, mowed down. So, may as well just do this up here. Alright. Toss that right there. One of those, one of those, one of those. Sounds like our door's getting knocked on one moment. Lucas, are you?
What's up? How you doing? Doing good, man. How's your break? It was good. Yeah?
Let me just go
Just at
ahead
least-
and
yeah, I
mute Kiz Keep Chat Entertained while I actively play.
Okay. Alright. How's it going, everybody? I've taken over the stream once again. So let me see what is Fanta up to right now. So Fanta's understacking some items, which is pretty cool. Alright, so I'm pretty sure Fanta's gonna, like, throughout the stream, only gonna be doing the platforms. Maybe we'll do some work on other parts of the world if they get bored, but right now, it's probably only gonna do the platforms for the towers. Pretty sure this is a TikTok trend about taking over the stream. Let's think. Oh, actually, this might be worth pointing out. So Twitch changed their rules pretty recently, from what I can tell. Apparently, you can now stream on multiple platforms, including on Twitch. So they now allow that. So maybe Fanta will start streaming on both platforms at once. I see the camera shaking, so I'm that might be a no. So how was Thanksgiving for everyone? I personally don't celebrate Thanksgiving because I'm not from the land of the free. But I do know it's a big occasion for you, the Americans, so I would like to know how it went for everybody. Like someone doing something, like their makeup, and then have someone else do the voiceover for it. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen a couple examples of that. Yeah, basically I'm just narrating a documentary right now. And here you can see Phantasap in their natural habitat. Oh. Alright, we're doing some more understacking of glass right now on top of the tree. As we all know, the wild Phantasap absolutely despises leaves. And this is a quick and effective way to get rid of them.
Alright, and we are back. Thank you, Kiz, for taking over the voice.
This is so hard. How do you do this?
Carefully. It helps when you've done this for like 4 years straight, and when you're the one actually like doing what you're commentating on.
Yeah, I'm kind of just guessing on what you're up to right now.
You're just like guessing the thoughts that are in my head. You're trying your best, and frankly, that's all I needed. Okay, let me figure out what the hell I'm doing with my inventory right now. Because I'm not entirely certain.
Wait, can you understack soup?
Yeah, I want to say this is a soup understack. Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Alright. Let's go ahead. We got these. I'm gonna put these where they don't get, like... Alright. We're starting to get to that point of, like, inventory management, so getting these storage towers done... It's only becoming a bigger priority by the second.
Mojang, we need bundles, please.
True, bring the bundles to Minecraft. We're gonna have a period where we can get quivers.
Oh yeah.
What a useful item that those are.
They come back
One-
on like what? 1.9?
Oh, let me check. They come back temporarily in 1.9. Let's see here. If I check quiver... That's not how you spell quiver. If I check quiver... Okay, it's in items.png. From the very beginning, apparently, it says. What does that mean? That is not the very beginning. That is... that's one
Very
of the
beginning
in-depth
is
versions.
wrong. Because items weren't in the very beginning.
Alright, it seems like as soon as items got...
I think they mean like the beginning of items.png.
Yeah, likely. Also not part of the American species? Mood. Alright, no, so it looks like quivers are... They got scrapped.
Boys.
Yeah, like they were in the development of 1.9, but they didn't even make it into a snapshot.
Oh really? I
Yeah.
thought they made it to one snapshot.
It looks like they just never made it into anything.
God damn.
It's
Man,
a
this
sad
item's
day
been
for the Quiver
neglected so
community.
long.
Real.
Bring
Alright.
it back, honestly.
It never was. That's the thing.
But it feels like it was here the whole time.
But if you close your eyes...
Exactly.
Christ. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna get a mass amount of logs and glass to work with. And we're just gonna start, like, making some of these, like, just layers. Right, just, like, bridging across, basically, and then going ahead and building out the tower from these layers
Mm-hmm.
once we've made them. But the only things we really need to focus on right now are the glass and the wood. I wish there was a faster way to do this, but frankly, being able to do this duping of the blocks in the first place, quite nice.
Should set up an auto clicker to right click for you.
I very well could. But I also don't know if that's against what I'm doing.
What do you mean?
Like, I want this to all... So on one hand, right, I want this to be shit that I'm capable of doing, right? Like, if I'm doing glitches, they're not going to be done by a bot, they're going to be done by me. But on the other hand, I know I'm capable of right-clicking. Alright,
Yeah,
chat,
like,
what's
I don't
the...
think...
What's
I
the
don't think
ruling on
auto-clicking is-
auto-clickers?
Like, I would say yay on those.
I feel like the answer is yay.
Because, like, it also depends on what you're doing, like, using them for. Like, if you use an auto-clicker for something like a fish farm, then probably not allowed.
Well,
But,
I
like,
feel
if
like
you're
if we're
using
allowed
it-
to do a fish farm, then we're allowed to do... Like, if we're allowed to do this, we're allowed to do a fish farm, I think. But at the same time, I'm not doing an AFK fish farm, because every second of this is on stream. So,
You
like...
just go to the bathroom and keep the auto-clicker doing the fish.
You also don't need an auto-clicker for an AFK fish farm. At that point, you're just, like, reading
Yeah.
resources. Because you're just
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
right-click, you're not spamming it. Alright, so... Let's see. What's the system like on this?
Because, like
three
auto-clicker
logs
is
and
gonna... like even just doing understacks in later versions, like the GUI is gonna start disappearing at some point. So you need to like spam click the item as the GUI goes away, and that's a lot
Yeah.
easier to do with an auto clicker.
Okay. It'll be on a case-by-case basis, I guess.
Yeah, or you can just wait until portals get introduced, and you can just understack anything without having to do much of anything.
I also don't know how much understacking I'm gonna, like, abuse, right? Like,
Mhm.
right now I'm using it because, like, nothing's fucking obtainable. Nothing
Yeah.
here is actually, like, an item that I can get for the most part. There's a couple of things. There's, like, your dirt, your cobble.
I mean,
But I can't...
essentially what you're playing is a less convenient creative mode.
Yeah, like, right now with understacking, this is just creative. Well, I say that. I was about to say creative, but I can't fly. No. No, you just can't fly it in creative up to this point. Like, creative has now been removed from the game. But up until it was, you couldn't even fly.
Yeah. Like, this is creative mode, but you can have a risk of dying, and blocks take time to break.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So what this boils down to is this is survival mode, but we've given ourselves a duping glitch.
Yep.
Yeah, like, we can word it however we want, but at the end of the day... Well, there's not even much of a risk of dying. Like you say that? What are these people gonna do to me?
I mean, you can
That man
fall
just
off
jumped
the
off the
building.
edge of the world. Like, these people, they want themselves dead. I don't think I'm their priority.
Do they still drown from their feet?
Yeah, they still drown from their feet. I don't think that ever gets fixed by the time that they're just outright removed.
Damn.
Which I think is ever so
That's
funnily, like, ever so mildly amusing.
It is funny, but it's also very sad.
Alexa, play Despacito.
Alexa, play Calm 4.
What? No! Well, we about to bust out the Calm 4. Calm 4 playing on stream. I'll do it. Okay,
Does that ever
hold up.
play endgame?
I don't think Calm 4 ever played. Hold up.
It
Calm
was in the
4.
file.
For those who are unaware of Minecraft's Calm 4, let's get at the best piece of music in the game. Written by Notch himself, not C418. And we're just gonna
Indeed.
put this on loop, because you know what? This is the world we live in, we have to deal with it.
The stream is gonna be unwatchable. Be prepared.
Yeah, no, I know. This is what we got now, chat. Take it or leave
At this
it.
point, lower the bitrate as well.
At this point, we're bringing back the Pokemon Let's Go stream.
Put Subway Surfers on the screen.
The Subway Surfers, the screen being backwards and, like, overly saturated.
Oh
I am a
my God.
dingnut. Gotta love glass still not just shattering, which is lovely.
You just got Silk Touch.
Yeah, just everything has infinite durability and also silk touch. Fine.
That's great.
Crazy? I was crazy.
No.
What's your all's opinion on Calm 4, chat? Isn't this such a Calm 4? Like, out of all the 4s I know, this one is the calmest. In my humble opinion. Now, I don't know too many 4s. Right?
Oh, the calmest I know, this is the 4th.
This is the 4th calmest I know. It's got, like, unironically, it's kind of a bop. It's just,
Yeah, no,
like,
it's
Notch
weird,
didn't
but it
do
slapped.
horrible. This feels like something that would be like a music disc, actually.
Mhm. Like, just like Mojang specifications in the middle of it.
Yep, just the sudden Mojang specifications. You all heard that correctly. Those were words. This song has lyrics by technicality. There's nothing we can do about that. We just have to accept it, along with everything else in this game. We have to accept it alongside Steve, Black Steve, and Beast Boy. We have to accept it along the fact that there's a glass in my head. You have to accept the fact that I don't have a head. I don't have a skin.
I hope we can put a spawner in your head soon.
Real. Wait, that would be sick. Having a spawner in my head, that'd be base. I'm sorry if you just heard like a violent noise in the mic. I accidentally like bumped into the bottom of it.
Have you seen an enchanted spawner?
An enchanted spawner? I have not.
It
We're
looks
taking this
really
off of
cool.
loot. I love that the most replayed part of the song is the end. Everyone just like listen to the first 5. Just skip to the very, very frickin' end. Alright. We're putting back on the calm music. Putting back on the I have to do this for a long time. And
What do you mean the
quite
previous
frankly-
one was calm as well?
no, that's true. Like, that was at least 4 calm, if I'm being honest. Christ. As much shit as, like, I'm willing to give calm for, just for the fact that, like, that's a thing that exists. I don't know, like, how much music experience Notch had, but that was unironically, like, a pretty good piece. Just not a Minecraft piece.
Yeah, not C4 18 levels. But if you kept trying, maybe.
Yeah, let's get Notch to make the next music disc. Let's get him to
Calm
make the
5,
music for
baby.
1.21. Can we just have Calm 4 play in the trial chambers?
Yes, please.
Like, unironically, probably the best place where that song would ever fit.
Could you imagine them bring Notch back and it's for music?
They bring Notch back, and it's just like, we're still not going to give C418 the contract that man deserves. But we'll bring
No.
Notch back.
uh,
The whole
That'd
thing
be
with
hilarious.
C418 is like, it's so dumb.
it is.
Like,
I mean, I think the issue is like licensing, right?
it seems to be the case, yeah. It's a matter of,
'Cause
like, you know...
C418 wants to keep the rights to the music, but Microsoft doesn't want that.
Because something, I guess poor Microsoft can't afford to license out music. Oh no. Oh,
Yep.
the humanity.
I
Oh,
think
those
that's why the
poor-
music was
poor guys.
absent from Smash Ultimate.
I will forever be salty about Smash Ultimate. Like, how... Like, Gareth Coker, I want to say is the name of the guy, did not get credited for the music
yeah.
that he made.
For the music, yeah. Same with the... Well, was it like the DK rap?
I don't remember.
Oh wait, no, that was the Mario movie. The Mario movie didn't credit the DK rap creator.
That tracks. Like, that guy deserved to have the credit, 'cause the battle minigame music goes hard.
Yeah,
Like, it's so
yeah.
good.
Like, genuinely, the Minecraft tracks in Ultimate are really good.
Yeah, no, because it's, like, mostly just... Like, it's mostly just the battle minigame stuff, along with a little bit of... What's it? Like, some spin-off stuff. I love Minecraft Earth having representation, but not C418.
Yeah, like, if you think about it, almost every edition of Minecraft is represented in Ultimate.
Like,
'Cause,
the
like, Java-
Farlands got referenced in Ultimate.
Yeah. Farlands
is
got reference, which is, I mean, it's a
astounding.
Bedrock and Java edition reference, but, like, mostly Java. But, like, the texture they used for Steve is the very first one. I don't know if you knew this.
Oh?
Yeah,
Like, that's
the...
the
the-
pre-classic Steve, or?
Yes.
Jesus!
not even- I'm not kidding. Like I got I was so astounded when I saw that. They used the bearded version of the skin, which is the
No
very first one.
shot. Like, is it the
Yeah.
exact texture? Like, did they never
Not
change that until they, like...
not exactly. Like there's a few changes, but
Okay.
the base they used was the original one from pre-classic.
That's sick. That's so nice.
Yeah, it's great. And they
Hi,
referenced
Captain
Bedrock
Solo.
Edition. Hi, Solo. They used the Bedrock Edition, like they recorded Bedrock Edition footage for the final Smash.
Yeah.
It's called House of Doom, and it was made in Bedrock Edition.
Okay, right, Steve is such, like, a shitter character in Ultimate, and they knew what they were doing when they made him like that. Like, they
Yeah.
knew that this is gonna be... They are
Isn't he
sparking a
banned
new
in
generation
competitive?
of, like... a lot of places, like, a lot of tournaments will ban him and Kazuya. And, like, Hero.
That's insane to me.
Because you have, like, Hero is basically RNGesus take the wheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, them getting random crits is admittedly very annoying. Then there's the fact
It's really funny
of... It's really funny,
though.
though.
Slot machine.
Genuinely. Like, they're just slot machine down special. Wonderful. Then there is... What's it called? Kazuya, who just plays like a Tekken character in Smash, which... It makes things a little bit complicated, more so than some people are willing to deal with, I guess.
I mean, didn't
That's
already
probably
the Street
the-
Fighter characters do some weird shenanigans?
They do some weird shenanigans. It's not the same level of weird shenanigans. That's what was throwing me off. Okay. But, yeah. But no, Kazuya has, like, a whole bunch of different inputs. You should use my new negative stack view Java agent. What that? What's that? Tell me more, Solo. About to do our first mod review for Minecraft in dev. Live on stream.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm extremely happy with the addition of Steve and Ultimate.
Yeah, no, he deserved to be in. Like, at some point Minecraft was gonna have representation. Let's be real here.
Yeah. I mean, technically...
So you can see negative stacks in basically all versions. Oh.
Oh, that's good.
That sounds useful. Am I allowed to use, like, quality of life mods that don't alter gameplay? What's the ruling on that?
Okay, so... That's a tricky subject, because
Yeah.
there are some quality of life mods that do impact gameplay, even if they don't mean to.
Yeah.
I don't
I'd
know,
like
I
to
think
keep
that
this
one...
world, like, vanilla. But on the other hand, that's basically just...
I mean,
like, that
that's like
does
saying
not
you're gonna
alter
say no
gameplay.
to sodium, for example. Like, are you gonna say no to sodium?
Yeah, no.
Or are you gonna say no to Optifine?
Yeah, no.
It's like, you gotta make a decision.
Do those alter the gameplay? Like,
I
it
think
alters the
Optifine might
performance.
alter some things, but I'm not sure.
Hmm. Well, if it's like a client-side only mod... all it does in the end is literally modify one Java bytecode instruction. Oh no, that's too much. No, never mind. I didn't think it did that much. Like, one whole bytecode instruction? No. No, we can't do that, sorry.
I
Thanks
heard
for the offer,
rumors of Optifine changing, like, something in the technical level. Like, I think regarding spawning of entities, if I recall correctly. But I'm searching it up right now, and I don't see anything about that. So maybe it was maybe just a myth.
I see. I mean, it's hard to know with Optifine because it's closed source. That's like the
Yeah.
entire reason it's always been like jank compatibility. Thought it screwed with chunk loading.
I don't know. I feel like minimal mods. Go ahead. Like if it doesn't modify your save file, it doesn't
Yeah.
modify the gameplay itself. It's only visual. Then yeah, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
It's like do
I've also
research
not
before
messed
you add
around
mods,
with
I guess.
like... I've not messed around with modding in these versions.
Oh. You had metal pipe.
We're back to the good old days. Back to knocking my water bottle over.
That legitimately sounded like that metal pipe sound
Yeah,
effect.
no, it's basically just like a... At this point, I should just have a metal pipe next to me at all times, right? I should just have that as a thing. Because this water bottle basically does it, so I should go all in, right?
Yeah,
Just
that was really
embrace
funny.
it. Just embrace it at this point, right?
Indeed.
Alright, do we have any extra cobble in here? Oh, we have a lot. I'm gonna take some of this and just get some of these
It's like,
doorways.
okay, continuing on the discussion of mods, like, if
Yeah.
you could argue that resource packs could have an impact on the game itself.
Yeah, like your x-rays and shit.
Yeah. So, like, in my opinion, having a resource pack is even less impactful than having a mod.
Yeah.
But I think there just needs to be like ground rules, you know?
It's just a case-by-case basis, I think. Like, if
Yeah.
something just seems inherently like it's cheating, then I'm not gonna use it.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna put, like, a mini-map on here, for example, as well. I'm not gonna put anything like that. But, like, some performance mods at some point, if they become necessary, I'll put
Oh, you're
on
gonna
there.
need it. 1.13 is terrible.
Glances at the sad state of current Minecraft legacy console.
Eh.
Like, getting left off on 1.13 is not a fate that you want to be dealt.
No, 13 loads so bad. Like, chunks take seconds to load.
I only use minimaps for waypoints because I always get lost on servers big world. Yeah. I like having minimaps, but this is also the kind of world that I don't really want them. Right?
I feel like creating your own in-world minimaps is really cool.
Yeah, like, I want to have, like, a full-on map once those get added.
Oh, actually, that's something I wanna discuss with you. Like, I don't know how map conversions work, but I do know that maps work differently when they were added. Like,
Oh.
I think like the dimensions of a map change at some point. So I don't know what happens to old maps when you update them.
Noted. I will keep that in mind. Yeah, no, I love a good map room, I love a good mini-map mod. It's just two different, like, playstyles depending on what mood I'm in, frankly. Normally I play with a world map and a mini-map just for the convenience, or, like, on a server. I just don't think I'm gonna need that for this world. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get back up to the platform, continue with the placing of shit. Okay. Dimensions didn't change, but old maps could have misaligned centers due to the addition of grid aligning everything in 1.4.
You sure
Noted.
dimensions didn't change? Because I remember that I think previous maps you needed like 4 blocks to create a pixel on the map. But then that changed to be like individual blocks are a pixel in the map.
So, the 4 blocks is actually still a thing. There's just, like, different levels of map zoom. I don't remember what the default is. Yeah.
Got it.
How do you reduce scaling on a map, or can you?
I don't think you can reduce. I think you can only
Yes, you just
increase.
couldn't, like, access the scaling below that, I would guess. It wouldn't change existing maps, but it would just not let you make them like how they are.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever filled a big map before.
It's a good
I've only
feeling.
ever filled the small one.
Mm. Like, I've filled out, like, a full-sized map multiple times. Mainly for the fact that, yeah, that tracks. That tracks solo. Mainly from the fact that I want to say, like, the max scaling size was the only one available on Minecraft Legacy Console.
Hmm.
Because it was just, like, you basically fit the entire world onto that single map. There was no... There's no
It
map
doesn't.
rooms. It was just one map, and that filled the entire world.
Yeah, they give you that map at the start of the game, right?
Yeah, you could toggle it off, but by default I want to say,
Mm-hmm. It's where you get coordinates as well.
yeah. Otherwise, you just didn't have them up until Bedrock Edition
Honestly,
made that a thing.
give us that in Java Edition.
I like having coordinates on maps. That's just a good idea, I think.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a lot
shit. I
less
accidentally messed up one of my
immersion.
understat. Rip.
It's a lot less immersion breaking than having to open up
F3?
F3.
Yeah. I mean, Bedrock's a lot of things, right? I do like... If you're not gonna have it be on an item, then just having it available in the top corner without the rest of the F3 stuff is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a show coordinates toggle. What I dislike is that's a world option, and not like a client option, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the world has to enable showing coordinates, and then it just shows up there.
Yeah.
Which is jank as hell, quite
It
frankly.
is.
But it's a step in the right direction. Alright. Break that. I'm just using the random junk I have in my inventory because it is a bit full. So I can toss off some of these blocks by just using them in the tower. Planks and cobble. Java has a similar game rule for reduced debug info that removes the chords from F3, but of course by default it's fall. Huh. I like how reduced debug info takes away, like, one of the debug things you'd want to have, unironically.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, the reduced debug info doesn't clear out all the other clutter so that you just, like, have chords up when you do F3. No, it removes the chords from F3. Because...
I think it might be intended for, like, challenge maps.
It's probably just intended for, like, actual proper debugging. I can give that shit, but it's... I'm sure, like, its intent is actual... to get stuff done.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move some of these.
Have you seen how Mojang, like, tests bugs before the chip releases?
No.
They have, like, a bunch of worlds with, like, crazy contraptions that are always running. And they set up vlogs in the console, and you can also fly around and see them in action yourself. And if they notice that, like, when they implement something or make a change to, like, mob spawning or something, they always run the tests in, I think it was King B Dogs, but it might have been somebody else, that showed a video of the world where they used to do tests, and it's pretty crazy, actually.
So they just have, like, an official technical server?
I think it might be... I don't think it's a server, I think it's like a world. You know the debug world?
Yeah.
Kind of similar to that, but like it's a super flat world with a bunch of contraptions to test out different game mechanics.
But I'm guessing it's not accessible like Debug World.
No, it's private.
Hmm. I forget, how do you access debug?
You gotta hold shift and cycle through the world type.
Gotta mess around with that. Like, that was never removed, was it?
No, it's on the game.
Nice. I'm gonna mess with that
I
at some
tried
point.
playing survival world in that, but
Aye.
the game doesn't like that. It's like extremely buggy if you try to play that world in the
Oh.
survival context.
That tracks. Mojang when testing MC6431. What's that one?
It's the one where status effects are lost when returning to the overworld from the end and exit portal.
Huh.
I'm
That's
a big,
still in the game?
Yes. It's been in the
Christ.
game since 2013.
Nice.
And
That tracks.
the moderators of Mojira got mad at me because I kept reporting every single version onto that bug report, and they told me to stop.
Christ. You're just making sure that it's known, like all the versions it affects. That's
Yeah.
a fair thing to do, that's what it's for.
They got mad at me, they got tired of adding versions.
That's what the affected versions thing is for, I would think.
Yeah. They got mad at me.
This is so sad. Can everyone... Everyone, we gotta throw Kiz a party. A party celebrating all the good they've done. Like, uploading every single version that a glitch affects to the Mojira page.
Okay, I think I can even pull it up. Wait, let me see what they told me. Where is it?
Probably like, we know this affects everything. Please stop.
Yeah, that's basically it.
We know
where the
this
hell is it?
hasn't been patched. We're not going to, but stop telling us.
Mention is.
I wonder if there's like a mod out there that just exists to patch like every single bug that exists. Like, I wonder if there's a person that would just work on a mod like that. Like, for
Probably.
better or for worse. Right? They just start going through every bug in the game, starting at like the lowest one. What's the lowest existing bug right now? Like, what's the number
I think it's
farthest down
the-
that's not been patched?
I think it's a server desync for items falling.
Oh, yeah. That's still in the game. Is that like where when an item's like dropping, it then drops again and again and again and again?
Yeah,
You have to, like,
and
dig
again
up to go pick
teleports
it?
up. Yeah.
How long has that been in the game? Because that's annoying.
Let me check that one.
Right.
MC4.
MC4.
It's been in the game since 2012. I mean, it's probably been in the game longer than that, but it's been reported in 2012.
Wonder when they're gonna fix that, if ever.
I have no idea.
That feels like a bug that should be fixed, right? Like, that's a bug that's, like, actually kind of annoying to deal with. That's, like, in that category of... Why haven't they fixed that?
Let me read you the first affected version. It's Minecraft 1.4.1. The latest version that it affects is 23W44A, which is the latest snapshot.
Christ.
So, yeah. It's an over decade old bug.
How does this happen? Need to figure out how I have these stairs set down. One moment.
And the person who reported the bug is a moderator.
They've been around there since the start. Okay, wait. You say its first reported version is 1.4. When did the Mojira go up?
It was in 1.4.
It was 1.4 when Mojira went up?
Yes, 1.4.1.
So that bug has just existed ever since bugs have been reportable.
Yep. So the
So
bug
it's
itself is
likely
probably
been
even older than
around.
that.
Christ.
I wouldn't be surprised if it exists like since the first server version.
I see. Are you able to like report bugs from before 1.4 on there? Like, are you allowed to add that to the affected versions?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I think technically you can add versions that are not the most recent version. But I think you need like special permissions for that, and it's only the ones available by the Mujira team, which only goes back to 1.4, not 1.
Yeah. I love breaking things with my fist and it just letting me.
Such freedom.
Real.
Alright, let me read you what the moderator told me. So, @kiz in Java requests MC6431 affects 1.20.2 release candidate 1. This was the last time I added an effects version for this bug. Please only request it for minor and major releases, only in the future. Thanks. As similar to UMGS already said in channel I don't have access to, the devs know that this is not fixed yet.
That tracks.
So
After that,
yeah.
what's like the next unfixed one from earliest? Do
Let
we
me
at least
check.
get to double digits, or?
5 is fixed. 6 is fixed. 7, 8.
Does carpet fixes fix MCO4? Is that a thing?
I don't know, ask Solo. Alright, we got to double digits.
Hell yeah. Alright.
Oh. Hold on.
That's when the 2-line code fix is too difficult to implement. Is it seriously 2 lines? Is this like a known fix? Is this like a thing that people can just add?
Alright, I found the next one.
Cry.
It's MC14. MC14 is minecarts that occupy the same space maintain their momentum.
Maintain their momentum. So like if they're moving a curtain... Oh! I know that. If you're working with like TNT minecarts, right?
Yeah, they start moving
And if
on
you
their
like...
own.
Yeah, like once they go off the rail, they just start like sliding.
Yep. Because they push each other, so they always go into the same direction.
Nice.
And it's also from 1.4.1, and it's still in effect.
I like that bug. We should keep it. Momentum storage on anything, I think, is funny.
Yeah. But it's
Just like as a concept, it's a silly bug. But also,
The
how has that
thing
not
about
been
it-
patched?
It's like, I want them to make up their minds. Like, if it's a feature, say it's a feature. If it's a bug, then fix it.
Yeah.
Like, it's in limbo for over 10 years. Make up your mind, man.
It's like QC. Wait, what's QC? Wait, quasi-connectivity. Never mind. Quasi-connectivity is based. Isn't that just like pistons
Quasi-connectivity is
are...
great.
Pistons
It
just
can
have like
be-
door boxes, like door hit boxes as far as redstone's concerned? Or
Exactly.
something like that?
Pistons apparently use some door code, which makes them think they're 2 blocks tall.
That's lovely. I need to, like, work with that more. I have, like, the basic premise of it understood, but I've not actually taken the time to just goof around with it. Gotta
Apparently you
get
can
into
do
that
some pretty
quantum
crazy stuff
redstone
with it.
bullshit. Like, I've just heard it referred to as basically redstone's quantum physics.
Yeah, Bedrock Edition doesn't have it.
Certified bedrock moment.
Indeed.
What bug was QC, actually? Like, what report was that?
No idea. Let me
Hmm.
see if I can find it.
Making some good distance on this. Didn't mean to do that. And dropped all those planks. Okay. One day we'll have crouching. That'll be a glorious, glorious day. Crouching is like gotta be one of those, this is objectively a good feature ones. You can make arguments for or against so many things, but crouching is so nice.
Okay, I found it.
Alright,
It is
if I go to,
108.
108. That's been around for a while. I guess
and
that
it
makes
was
sense.
first reported in 1.4.2.
Okay. Now that I know that carpet fixes is a thing that exists, is that something that can be, like, applied server-side, or is it, like, server and client, I'm assuming? Just because of, like, the severity of some bugs.
It's only server side.
Only server-side?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna tell the server owner about that. That'd be a nice thing to have. Like, on the server that I was playing on earlier, that might be good to just have as a thing. Although, does that fix the bedrock breaking bug? Because if that's the case, it kind of...
Carpet fixes a lot of things, but it's all down
Alright.
to the configuration file.
So basically, I'm not going to tell the server owner then. It's not worth
Yeah, I would
it.
recommend you exploit the bugs you do have access to instead of patching it.
I would never exploit any bugs. I would never do such a thing. It's not public knowledge that I would.
It's ironic saying that you're saying that while holding understacked items.
Listen here, pal, okay? I don't know what you're waffling about, right? I hear the words coming out of your mouth, right? And I think they're full of shit.
Tell that to the judge.
Right. Okay.
The
I'm
Minecraft
gonna be
police is
right
coming
back.
for you.
If you want to keep chat entertained, I gotta blow my nose real quick. I'm still
Alright.
reeling from that spicy ramen. One moment.
Alright. How's it going, everybody? Hey, once again, I don't know, we probably didn't say this today, but subscribe if you haven't already. Fantasy app reaches a certain number of subscribers, we'll get a cookie clicker stream for like 12 hours. And I'm looking forward to that, so subscribe. Get your grandma's Google account and subscribe. I wonder when they're gonna fix the effects coming out the portal bug. Me when I don't have access to the voice chat, so I can harass you to use my mod. I'm sure if you ask enough, Solo, Fanta's gonna change it so that you can use the mod. Cookie clicker 200? Okay. So we gotta get, how many more subscribers is it? Okay. We gotta get 72 more subscribers. You heard it here, folks. You gotta subscribe. Come on. But yeah, so just keep asking, and I'm sure Fanta will give your mod a shot. How do you even install a mod in the old version? Is it just like inserting it into the jar file? Like the old school mods?
Alright, I'm back. Hi.
Hello.
I have escaped the nose suffering, at least for right this moment.
Good.
Ah. That's true. Everyone be sure to join the Discord at 200 subs. We're gonna be streaming Cookie Clicker for 12 hours straight. And I'm going to hate myself for most of it, but it'll be funny.
It's fine.
Like, sub, and do a backflip. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Alright. Go ahead, do all this. We're making some progress on this first layer, but we have to acknowledge the fact that there's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more layers of this. And then we're gonna need to build a couple more towers or something at some point.
Alright, chat, place your bets.
All the new items.
What's gonna take longer? The towers or the journey to the far land?
Christ. Do we just have to, like, make a new tower for every single new item that gets added to the game? Like, every individual item?
Maybe. I think you already have enough towers for that for a while.
Well, no, there's already been, like, some new items added. Because now there's gunpowder and, like, armor is craftable.
It's sulfur.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Sulfur. Sulfur.
Get it right.
Can't believe this. Tower
Don't
maxing.
you remember the TNT music video?
True. When are we just gonna have, like... What was it I said? At 1,000 I make my own shitty Minecraft parody?
Yes.
Yeah, 1,000 subs, you make a shitty Minecraft parody. These are our goals. 200 is Cookie Clicker. We'll figure some stuff out along the way. Minecraft parody at 1,000, because that's, like, the point, right? At 1,000 subs, that's the point where, like, all Minecraft YouTubers just, like, collectively... Their collective hive mind just makes us all think we're good at singing.
Mm-hmm.
Some are more than others. Like, credit where credit's due. Some people are better than it at others. But
Indeed.
it doesn't
Okay,
stop
what-
everyone from thinking it at that point, right?
What music are you gonna be parodying then?
We'll figure it out.
Calm 4.
We just, like, do a rap to calm for. Just... Alright, someone drop that beat. Calm 4 starts playing. Alright, someone drop that beat.
That's probably gonna be like in the middle of the Farlands journey as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be cursed. We'll
That's
see what it
insane.
is when we get there. We'll just be
I'm
coming up
excited.
with, like, the lyrics on a Farland stream.
I mean, it's a
Like-
good use of your time, I guess.
True. Songwriting during the Farlands journey. This is very satisfying, just, like, looking along this line of things. All the glass, all the wood. Stuff's coming together. It might be slow, but it's coming together.
Hmm.
And once all the towers are finally done, I can focus on doing literally everything else. I have this entire world that I want to make pretty before I update to InDev. Or to InfDev. Right? Like, I want this all to be at its nicest.
I feel like I'm suffering from Stockholm Syndrome looking at this world.
Oh.
Like, I'm stuck here, but I don't want it to go away.
Gotta stop.
Yeah. Like, you only have so much room, but once you have, like, endless, then, like, building on its own stops being as much of a priority. Because then you
Yeah.
want to, like, start finding places to do the building. Areas that just look nice on their own and, like, adhering to the environment, right?
Yeah, and
Like-
also having a larger world means that you're not gonna be so attached to the same physical place. You're gonna be traveling all around.
Yeah. We'll see how that ends up feeling.
Yeah. So yeah, enjoy the cozy world while you still have it.
Indeed. It'll be a bittersweet day when we update to InfDev.
Don't get me wrong, InfDev on its own is extremely fun, but it's a completely different type of experience.
Yeah, like that's InDev is adding all the features to the game, right? Like InDev is getting Minecraft to be Minecraft. InfDev is like your exploration has finally been added and now it's all coming together.
Yeah.
Now you have the room to like let your creativity go as wild as you want. Now your world could go on forever.
Yeah, like InDev is Minecraft crawling around. InfDev is when Minecraft starts walking.
Yeah. Like, I'm just thinking about that, right? Because, yeah, like, InDev, you have this world. InDev and Classic, you have this world, and it's a decent size. You can do a lot of stuff here. But if a person was just to keep playing like this, then they would run out of space. You can't have, I think, a world that stays interesting forever in InDev or in Classic.
I mean, you could
Because you
like
run out
expand
of
it.
I gotta choose.
You could expand it until a certain point.
You can expand it
then-
up into a point, and then it just breaks.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Like you would be forced to either create a new world or quit the game.
Yeah. So, like, InfDev is going to be an important step, but
No
I don't
rush.
know. It'll be sad to see this go. So, like, I'm not in a hurry. I'm going.
It's not
like,
gonna go anywhere. You're gonna keep everything, but
That's fair.
it's gonna be in a completely different context.
It'll more so be like it'll be sad to not be at this spot all the time. At least for a
Yeah.
little bit. Leaving the nest and out and about in the world.
Yeah, you're transitioning into an adult, going into FDev.
Exactly.
You heard it here first, folks. And that was just puberty.
Damn.
No,
I mean, it's basically Minecraft's puberty.
Yeah.
My InDev
Classic.
experiment was generating the world for the house and immediately leaving for InfDev. Damn.
So like, we could categorize it as like classic as the baby phase of the game. In the
Pre-classic is like literal like what's the word? Is it toddler or infant? That's like you were
Fetus.
just born. Yeah, it's really
You're
more.
still- You're still in fucking. You're still baking in there.
Yeah,
you're not
you're-
ready.
You're in the womb. You've not been born yet.
Like, stop peeking your head out. You're not ready. Get back in there.
Go away. Let's see. Experience. Hi.
But yeah, I think InDev is what formed the game. Is what it is today.
I'm still like I mentioned this on Judge's stream the other day, right? Because the conversation of like just the missing Minecraft versions managed to come up,
Mhm.
and like I brought this up. It's so sad to me that InDev is the one with like I don't know if it's the highest ratio of missing versions to existing ones for it, but it's like up
Pretty
there.
sure.
I want to
I'm
say
pretty
it
sure.
is. Like
If
out
you
of
don't
all
count
the
survival
in-dev
test as its own thing, then yes. In dev has the most like percentage of missing versions, I think.
Yeah. Like that's
Unless
just
there's
sad.
pre-classic development ones that you count as well, I'm not sure.
I don't
'Cause
know
some
how
of
much
those were
pre-classic
never
even
released.
counts towards the game. Like pre-classic is not entirely like meant to be seen as like a public release version, right?
Yeah, most of it was just development builds that we got access to.
Yeah. I don't know how much I count pre-classic in that, because that's the same vein as like you don't count like the development builds of like say Super Mario Bros. And say it's so sad that we're missing all the versions of the game, but it's all stuff that was never released. Like I'm talking the stuff that was released to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Like in dev, I want to say has that highest ratio of
Yeah.
just lost to what was released. We don't have the original update that added redstone.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That is very sad, actually.
Oh, dude. And
Like,
rapper.
one day, I hope that Mojang is just like, yeah, we have our vault. Here's everything.
Hey.
Go wild.
But here's the thing, though. I don't think they do. Because, like,
I
when the
mean-
Omni Archive asks for help, the developers of the game helped out
Couldn't
with
they
the
give that, like, from their
personal
personal
copies.
ones?
Exactly, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. The personal copies, they didn't go to, like, a Mojang vault and give them the versions from that.
I mean, I
They
feel
had
like
to
going
dig around
into a
from their
Mojang...
personal things.
Yeah, I feel like going into, like, a Mojang vault of versions, though, is, like, a bit more... Like, you need more permission for that than you do to just, like, take what's on your personal.
But do they even have that? I feel like they don't.
I feel like they have to. Like,
Like, they
it's
might
just
have
good
for some, but
practice
not
to
all.
keep versions that you've made. Only has a version control containing every change and comment over time. Hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's just good practice to have, like, the versions to help with, like, bug fixing.
Yeah, and I'm sure they do that nowadays, but like, I feel like they don't have the released versions from Notch's era.
Yeah. And I want to say Notch just, like, actively said, yeah, no, I don't care to help with this.
I don't
Isn't
think
that,
he
like,
said
something?
that. I don't think he just has access to those assets anymore. I think he got rid of all of his computers.
Migrate from Get to something else, I don't remember what it is. Hmm. Regardless of whatever the reason is, if they don't have it, then it's really just sad that those are lost to time. Because, like, in dev especially, is where just the game started becoming the game.
Like, I'm
most
sure
of the
there's a
Secret
hard drive
Friday
in the
things
world
are
some
gone.
there that has the versions, but like, it's a matter of if somebody will ever find those hard drives, you know?
It's not even a matter of, like, if someone will find them, it's just a matter of, like, will that someone stumble across the community that, like, is actively looking for it, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of things that gotta go right.
Because those versions, if they were publicly released, they exist somewhere. They probably exist in a lot of places. But, like, because there's billions of people in the world. There's like millions of copies of Minecraft sold.
Yeah, but
There's
only
at
like
least
1,000
some
players
people-
played back in the day.
But there's gotta be some of them that still have it. It's just a matter of, like, do they even know that that's a place that's looking for it?
Yeah, but like, there's a bunch of reasons why the files might not exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like, because computers get factory reset all the time.
Yeah.
They get thrown away. Hard drives get replaced all the time. There's a billion reasons for why those versions might not exist anymore.
Yeah. When's the last time, like, a version got rediscovered? How long has it been?
Let me check. I can check
I
on
want to
the
say it was like
app.
one of the... Wasn't it like one of the alpha ones? Like there was some sort of crash in it, and there was like a...
They
Like
found
they re-released it or something?
24W04A
Stop.
pre-release server.
And what was on that?
I don't know. Let me check the wiki.
Kiz is our Google guy right now.
Okay. So it's a version from 2014. It's a 1.8 snapshot.
Alright.
And they... Oh. Well, this is worthless.
Oh.
So 14W04A was re-uploaded an hour and a half later to fix the server not working.
Yeah, I vaguely remember, like, reading... Like, I think I saw a video about that in particular. Like, some person had just downloaded it. I think that same person, I think they had, like, multiple things that were not found, if I remember.
So yeah, they got the server back, but it apparently doesn't work, so... Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, but besides that one, let me see. They found a classic 1.4 server.
Nice. Finding a classic one's always good.
Oh.
They found 1.12 pre-3 re-upload,
That was gonna upload.
an alpha 1 pre-upload
Ooh.
for server. Oh, okay, so here's the actual version that's not like a re-upload or a server.
Okay.
Apparently it's classic 0.29. Classic 0.29. Okay. So it's a version of Classic released with server 1.9.1 on October 29th, 2009. This version is not available on the launcher but has been archived somewhere else. It added a toggle for rain in multiplayer, removed arrows in creative mode, fixed the bug where admins could not destroy admin-placed bedrock, other players in multiplayer should face the right way, sheep can no longer be sheared in creative mode. And that's it.
Okay. It's
That was
always
the
nice
latest
finding
version
something like
found.
that far back.
Yeah,
Those are
2009.
like the ones at the most risk, I think, of disappearing.
Mm-hmm. It's even earlier than Endev.
Yeah.
But I
Was
think I know why
Indev, like,
there's...
when it started being... Like, at what point did it stop being, like, on the browser, by the way?
Oh, it was very late. I think it was 1.12.
1.12 is when Minecraft stopped being
Or
browser?
1.8. Either one or the other. Let me check.
What?
Brown.
No shot.
Uh,
Like, that wasn't just, like, a classic thing? Like
no.
it makes sense,
The
like,
game
if that
could be
went up to,
played
like,
on the
Indev.
browser for many, many years. Like, onto the full releases.
Okay, was it... Okay, I guess I'm asking the wrong question. Was it ever browser exclusive? Like, I thought it
No.
was browser exclusive in, like, Classic.
No. The
Oh.
new Classic remake was browser exclusive.
Hey.
I did not know that. I thought it was, like... I thought people had to, like, extract it from, like, their browser, starting with, like, the classics, and then
No,
eventually...
there's two
started-
versions. It was downloadable and it was on browser. If I'm not mistaken.
Huh. That's so cool. I did not know that.
Because it was using a Java applet, I think.
Yeah.
And those became discontinued. And once they became discontinued, then they stopped supporting it.
Okay. Minecraft doing cloud gaming from the very start. Love to see it. Alright. That's so interesting. May they not rest in peace. They were bad. Oh.
I'm trying to figure
What's,
out what
like,
was the
the
last version
classic
that officially
remade
supported
made?
it. It was when
Like,
it was in JavaScript.
Alright. Minecraft and JavaScript. That tracks. I still gotta see if I can't somehow figure out how to make that work on my 3DS. That'd be really funny. Like, it won't support the... Like, it won't take the default browser on there, but I'm sure that I can get, like, a homebrew browser. And then at least, like, cause Classic to boot up and then fail to work because I don't have any keyboard.
Talk about.
I want to say the DS had a keyboard that you could attach to
Oh,
it.
he's come back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember exactly how that worked, but there's, like, some niche use case.
I cannot find any information about when this was removed. Java.
Was there any, like, differences between the...
No, it was just a
Download and-
different way to run the game.
Like, they were both still in Java, they were both still just, like...
Yeah,
Like,
it was the same
file?
jar file.
Okay. So that makes me wonder, then, like, could that just be, like, in the cache of people? Like, in their browser
Maybe.
cache?
I have no idea how Java applets were loaded, so probably stored in cache.
Little Timmy clearing his search history and accidentally just removing a lost Minecraft file.
Yeah, after 15 years.
After 15 years, dang it, Timmy. Clearing your search history doesn't even do anything. It makes you more suspicious. Alright. Come around this way.
I think, I want to say it was somewhere around 1.6.
Alright. So, like, relatively early on, but still, like, a decent ways into the...
It was around 2013.
Yeah. How long did we go, like, without an update between 1.8 and 1.9? So I want to say that was, like, a big gap, wasn't it?
Let me check. 1.8 was released in 2014. 1.9 was released in 2016.
Alright, so that was, like, a year. Year worth of a gap.
Yeah, around 1 to 2 years.
Okay. Let's head over
And
to this side.
they fumbled the bag with 1.9.
Oh. I
On
mean,
that
there's the
update,
combat
nobody looked.
change. Yeah. I don't know, I'm fine with the combat change, I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
I mean,
I think
now I'm fine with it. At the time, it was awful.
Fair. I think, like, changing up something like that late into the game, right? I'm sure, like, that's why, like, a lot of people have just been annoyed, because they were used to it. Even if I think it's, like, better just mechanically, I can understand the annoyance that comes with changing that, like, that late in. If it was, like, back in alpha or beta, that would have made sense, but even
I mean,
then, wasn't,
think
like,
about it.
some changes then. Like, wasn't Hunger...
1.9 came out 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And
Right.
even still, there's servers who only exclusively play in 1.8.
Yeah. Wasn't Hunger, like, a thing that a lot of people complained about? When it
They
happened?
changed the saturation system.
No, like, just, like, food existing in the first place.
Oh yeah. I don't think the food was the problem, it was the hunger bar.
Yeah, like, that's what I meant.
Because it was confusing at the time. People were used to, okay, I take damage, I eat food. But now they gotta keep track of, like, a hunger system.
Part of which they can't even see because saturation, yeah.
Yeah, saturation is the hidden hunger.
I don't know how to feel about saturation. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Like it can be easily abused.
Oh god.
Just glances at, like, for the first version of Suspicious Stew being added, it was just, like, objectively better than a regen potion. I still don't remember if it is. But, like, you
Yeah.
drink that soup,
Suspicious stew
your entire
with
health bar
saturation.
fills. Just
Because
like an
saturation is an
S-tier food.
effect. So if you can
Yeah.
get saturation on stew, especially if it can be sold by a villager, then you're set for life. It's the best food in the game. Because suspicious stew on its own already fills a lot. Plus saturation, it just fills the entire bar up.
I mean, the issue then is it just doesn't stack. It's like a better regen potion.
Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't stack.
But, like, when are
but,
you
like,
ever going to practically use a regen potion?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can
Like-
understack that stuff, then that becomes horrifying.
Then GG, we'll beat the game. Go home.
Yeah, good game. It's all Jover. Time to get Suspicious Stew for the Farlands journey?
You don't need it. You have apples.
I
Golden apples.
don't need... Yeah, I'm gonna have... When are God Apples added?
Yeah, God apples are added. I want to say 1.1 maybe.
I love that
Forget,
Legacy
actually.
console never lost the God Apple recipe. I don't know if Bedrock did.
Wait,
I
even the
don't think...
PlayStation 4 version kept
I
it?
want to say they still have it, yeah.
Interesting.
Like, they kept it past 1.9, which is when it got removed. And, like, most Legacy went up to 1.13. PS4 went up to 1.14.
Enchanted apples were added in 1.3.1.
Okay, that tracks. The fact that we're just gonna be able to stock up on God Apples.
Oh, come on.
What's...
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
the
there's a
fuck?
version in the game where all creatures drop their rare loot guaranteed.
Oh.
So you just need to set up a gold farm for that version, and then you get
Wait, what if
gold
it-
ingots.
Just a metric
every
ton of
pigment.
gold ingots,
Bro,
yeah.
what the-
Wither Skull
Same for
Farm.
weathers. Yep,
Just
exactly.
popping off. Is there anything else like that that would even be, like, practical for that?
I forget what
I
version
guess, like,
it is.
Zombie Iron Farm.
Yeah. But I mean, at that point, just have an iron golem.
Just have a normal
farm.
Iron Golem farm. I think having the Zombie Iron Farm for the flex. Or really, it would just be like having a zombie dungeon. And that just is very
But
powerful.
then it
in
would
that
be very
version.
annoying. Like, you'd still have to deal with the carrots and potatoes.
True.
Bro, to the little-
Solving world hunger, one zombie at a time.
Alright. Captain Soul has the version.
Single player only, though? That tracks, that tracks.
Oh, it's the version that got the... that we were just talking about. The re-uploaded server. From Omni Archive.
Nice. Whee! Alright, sneak over to this side. There we go. It's like so weird having to like just slightly just like get against the edge of the block without like falling off. Difficult getting
It's an
used
art.
to. I notice sometimes that it's good to just like do a bit of a zigzag before you get to that. Or just like run up against the block. I didn't need to place that there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Ayo, who out here pinging? No one. No one out here pinging. I see. I'm not worth their pings. I understand. Good. Okay. Having like this entire layer done is gonna be so nice. Because at that point I can really just start like building up the walls.
Mm-hmm.
having like the base of it done, being able to just like walk across from one side to the other. Gorgeous. Okay.
Hey!
I haven't saved in a while. Let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah, actually, good idea.
I have to remember, right? Autosaving just is not a feature.
No.
I'm very happy that, like, the world saving has been as stable as it has. I've not yet had to go to, like, a backup. I mean, I would expect things to be stable, right? I would hope that Notch doesn't just have the version, like, have any version where the save breaks without any reason whatsoever.
That happens.
But it happens.
In alpha, at least. That happened to me.
I need to, like,
Wait.
know... Well, didn't you say, like, that was, like, potentially the power going out or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Like,
power went out.
hopefully, if you just
And then-
quit normally, then it's fine.
That world got corrupt forever. Like, I could not fix it.
Yeah. This is why we make backups. 1.8 and 1.13 try not to call up the world in snapshots challenge. Impossible.
Doesn't 1.17 also corrupt the world?
I want to say 1.17 is like if you try to bring... If you try to open the world, like open a previously made one in there, if you try to force it, which we're gonna have to do, which is gonna be horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.17 is whack, especially with the height changes.
I guess with the strat be then to like, whenever we go to update that, should we update it directly to like main release 1.17 and then bring it back just to like make it not corrupt itself or something? But
You'll
then
have
we're
to do
missing out on like the
experimentation.
cool. Then we'd be missing out on like the cool like terrain shit that comes with that, right?
You're gonna be losing out on the empty void below the map.
Yeah. I don't want to do that then. We'll see what we do. It's not like we have to worry about 1.17 like any amount of time.
Probably have like 5 years until then.
Yeah, like 1.17, that is the definition of a problem for future me. Alright. Go ahead and get more glass.
By that point, we'll probably be reaching like 1.30.
Yeah. The latest version is constantly 10 years away.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Fill up everything with glass. My mouse is not going to be happy with the understack.
I would say that the transition from indev to infdev is gonna be similar to your experience from updating from beta 1.7.3 to beta 1.8.
What do you mean?
Because beta 1.8 is gonna change a lot of things. Like, the world is gonna have a different world generation. It's gonna have
We're gonna be on like beta 1.7.3 for a while.
yeah,
I'm
because of the
thinking.
journey.
And then even after that, we're gonna be like, not on beta 1.8, right? But on the beta 1.9,
Yeah.
like pre-releases for just doing
No,
a long
wait.
time of Sky Dimension.
Yeah, you're right. But for that, you need to do some downgrading.
Yeah, but that's really gonna be like a matter of we play, like we'll have played we'll have played like pre-release 3, beta 1.9, pre-release 3 for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then once we're ready to move on to like the Sky Dimension, then we do the quick downgrade.
Yeah,
And
because
then
you need
later
to be
we
in
do-
the end and then downgrade to the
Yeah.
server release, which
But
is
you
going to
can
trick the
find the
server
end.
into.
You can find the like what happens if you kill the dragon in pre-release
Yeah,
4, and
yeah,
then downgrade, and then later re-upgrade. What? How does the game react to that?
What now?
I think
What?
I don't know actually. I don't know if the folder gets kept with all the information. Probably does actually.
Yeah, I think it would just save the fact that the dragon's dead. Because it's doing the Sky Dimension stuff in the overworld, so...
Yeah, it doesn't have a folder of its own, so it just overrides the overworld.
I see.
Which is gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited for that.
True. And it doesn't, like, get rid of existing overworld chunks, which is gonna be nice.
Yeah, only new one.
If it just started, like, overriding everything with Sky Dimension, that'd be horrifying.
Did we ever figure out how to get the nether chunks in the overworld?
That's a thing?
Yeah. It's a bounty, I think.
Oh.
Because people... It has happened a few times, but we're not sure of the steps required.
Like, you know it's possible, but not how to recreate it definitively?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Use the very first alpha server with Hellworld enabled. It's 100% confirmed. Oh.
Oh, it's confirmed already? Nice.
What does Hellworld do? Because I know that's, like, enabled by default on, like, modern-day servers. And it's just there. What does Hellworld do? Because, like, Nether enabled is an entirely separate server setting. Damn it.
So are you gonna do that, or are you gonna get hell in the overworld?
Yeah, probably.
No.
I want to do, like, as many glitches as I can.
Nether shrine in the overworld, there we go.
Like, anything that's, like, gonna be notable to have on that world, I want to. Does it, like, generate netherrack and everything?
Yeah. It's the
Nice.
nether chunks in the overworld.
What happens if you make a portal there?
Probably just go to the nether.
Removed in beta 1.6 with multiplayer nether support? Okay.
I can send you a picture of what it looks like.
Alright. Like, I know that the Sky Dimension terrain generation in the overworld, it's not that you're, like, it's not that you're just, like, putting that terrain to the overworld. It's that you've basically just replaced the overworld with the Sky Dimension as far as the game's concerned. Like, you are just in the Sky Dimension.
I think the issue with this method is that once you get to the version where biomes changed, it's not gonna keep the nether biome. So that's unfortunate. It's not
It's
like
unfortunate,
you can keep...
but it'll still be, like, neat to have.
Yeah.
Like, having the bedrock ceiling in the overworld, I wonder, like, if that can be used for anything cool.
Always a platform for farms.
Yeah. Is there any version where you can have end terrain in the overworld? Are you a Gemini? No.
End terrain in the overworld? I don't think that's ever been a thing.
Unfortunate. Because it'd
You
be
can
so
have
cool to have, like,
weird
all
end terrain.
dimension terrain. Like, all the dimensional terrains all in the overworld. Just, like, get things lined up so that you only, like, load certain chunks and just have, like a four corners thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're, like, a single step in any direction takes you to any other one of the dimensions. That'd be so sick.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And, like, this thing is, like, having the nether in the overworld means you can have nether mobs in the overworld before that's possible. Because mobs cannot travel through portals yet. So you're
So,
gonna
like,
have a...
when the terrain, like, when the biomes get overwritten, right? How does that work?
It means all the biomes change.
Because, like, I know that you can have, like, biome paint tools. So, like, when does the game support biomes existing that aren't supposed to be there by the seed? Like, how does that work? Because It's like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like when we were messing around with the Europe map earlier.
Mhm.
Like that has biomes separate from where the seed would have them.
Yeah.
So like at some
I think
point that's
it's
just fine.
I think it is when the biomes change, like that's it. I don't think they change again later. I might be mistaken on this.
Hmm.
But I'm pretty sure that biomes change once and they don't change anymore after that. But I might be wrong.
Because
So
like
after
I
that
wonder if
version, I
there's
think
any
it
way to like just
saves on the
smuggle
file.
that dimension in there. Like if there'd be some way to make it not overwrite. We're only saved
Oh,
to
there you go.
disk and release 1.2. So if you just never loaded those chunks up where they were no, never mind. No, I get why it
No,
wouldn't
because
work
it's a
then.
completely
Because it
different
didn't
system.
save it to the disk, then by the time you get there, like it never saved that
Gonna
it was
assume this. Yeah.
okay. That makes sense. Then how does it like remember that it's nether chunks in the overworld? How does
Because
it
you
like keep the
pre-generated
biome?
them? If you generate a biome, it's gonna keep
So
the
it just
blocks
saves
there.
the biome to the chunk? Or like how does
Yeah, like if you generate a chunk in alpha, it's gonna keep all the blocks when you update it. The only thing that's gonna change is the biome of the chunk.
So like were biomes just like saved per chunk at the time? Not like per like area? How does that work?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they saved before.
Only solid DFs or nether mobs in the overworld before release 1.4. Okay. I'm guessing at that point then they could were never saved before. Hmm.
To be honest, that's one gripe I have about MCDF, is that throwing discontinued features. It's like, yeah, technically it's not completely discontinued since you can technically build it all by hand, but come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, having the nether in the overworld, yeah, you can technically build it by hand, but come on, who's gonna actually do that? It's the
Such, like,
same
an
thing with the
interesting
farlands. Like, technically you can build the farlands by hand, but come on.
It's gonna be so cool having that in the world. Like, there's a few things that I'm like still document them due to the time there's a few things that I'm like genuinely just really looking forward to for this, right?
I mean, you're gonna have
The
monoliths, you're
farlands?
gonna have farlands, you're
Like,
gonna
I want
have...
brick pyramids, farlands, sky dimension, giving myself up.
How
That's
are you
gonna
gonna
be a
get the
fun
brick
one.
pyramid?
So there's a person in the Omni Archive Discord, and it even like this mod is even like shown on the timeline of Doom.
Okay.
Right? There's a mod that like puts in it ports saving over to one of the versions with it
Interesting.
that is compatible. Like I've brought the brick pyramid up to 1.20 before, just goofing around with that. It was
Like,
so cool.
I thought the... So, like, you're gonna bring this map to that version, and isn't that gonna overwrite what you've done in this world?
Well, I've already brought this up from Classic.
Hmm.
Like my house from Classic is still here.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna port the world over to InfDev. Like it's
Yeah, but
not
the brick
too
pyramid is
crazy.
in div still.
No, Brick Pyramid's InfDev.
Is it? I thought it
Yeah,
was in div.
it's inf. Well, how could it be InDev? How could Brick Pyramid be InDev when there's no infinite?
Wait, let me check. The brick pyramid. I had the idea it was in div, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, there's no infinite terrain generation in Dev. One of the InfDev.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Like I've brought it up to 1.20.
I don't know why I thought it was in div, to be honest. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why would it be in div? You know why? You know why I think it's in div?
Because it's before
Because-
saving was added to InfDev, I'm guessing.
No, it's because it gets brought up alongside the obsidian walls from Endiv.
Obsidian
And
walls are
since-
also InfDev.
Is it? Oh my god! If I've been misinformed, what is happening?
I don't think this is misinformation. I think this is just like you're misremembering.
Am I being dumb?
Yeah, kids
Obsidian
love you, man,
wall.
but Jesus Christ.
August.
Oh my god!
Okay, I gotta get the glass on this one.
Better
on
you
these
I need to
levels.
reevaluate my Minecraft knowledge.
I see.
I legitimately thought this was in the. What the fuck?
Can't believe
Alright,
this.
well, I
Kids,
can
thought
never
we were
say
better
anything
than
ever
you.
again.
Yeah,
I need to fact check
how
everything.
dare you? You have to check your sources. This is how we learn.
Alright, I need to spend
Listen,
like 2 weeks
we've
reading
both
the wiki
learned
again.
things today, okay? I
Mhm.
learned that Minecraft Classic could be downloaded and played without being in the browser. You've learned that Minecraft InfDev is when infinite terrain things started happening.
Come on. Don't phrase it like that. It's
When
embarrassing.
structures relying on infinite terrain started happening, it just so happened to coincide with the infinite terrain being
Come
added.
That's so mean.
Bruh.
August.
I need to see if someone is like capable of porting saving over to the versions with the obsidian walls.
So you can
So
have
that-
both?
Yeah, so I can have both. Like brick pyramids are already gonna be hype just to have,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd like to have as much as I can. I'm very greedy.
Wait, let me see what a version range the walls have.
Having like
Okay,
the glass
one.
pillar in the sky above the end portal, that's gonna be
Two.
cool.
Yeah, but,
3.
God damn it.
Also, the fact that we're gonna do like education edition on here, that's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
interesting. Not
Okay,
Minecraft
so-
EDU. That's a, or no, isn't Minecraft EDU?
It
Education?
is.
Yeah, Minecraft EDU. We're gonna do on here.
Education edition is Bedrock.
Yeah,
Everybody think it's fun.
Okay,
which is
so
gonna
the
be quite funny.
obsidian walls are technically available in 3 versions, but one of them is missing.
And the other two just don't have saving.
I assume not.
Oh no.
I don't think they have saving.
Also, by the
Oh.
way, the first versions of the Farlands are just the stone wall,
Yeah. See, I
which is very
considered
interesting.
like when I was thinking about like the journey, I was like, it'd be cool to have that, but the precision errors just will not let you. Like at that
Also,
point in
isn't it-
development, you just can't do it. Ow.
And they don't look very interesting. Like, yeah, they're jarring to look at, but they're not
It's
they're
not
not
like
as interesting as
You
the
guys-
Farlands.
the actual Farlands, yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Farlands proper.
Damn it, you wanna carry-
Posted my mod in your Discord for when you want to look at it? Okay. We'll take a look at that later.
Encouraging the youth to cheat.
Yeah, Solo's encouraging me to cheat.
That's fine.
That's it. I'm never playing solo again.
Damn. Alright.
All of us.
Like, becoming an op is gonna be one of the funnest, like, projects on here, I bet.
Mhm.
That's gonna
I
be,
think
like,
there's a
my
few ways you
excuse
can
to
do it.
start the... Like, that's gonna be my excuse to start the whole, like, getting command blocks and survival, like, doing all that.
You can do it in one of the April Fool's versions.
Well, can't you do it, like, without April Fool's versions as well? Like, by getting a command block in survival and then, like, using the signs?
Maybe? I know
I
that
wanna say
you
that was,
can
like, one
use
of
a
the
mod.
methods.
You can use a mod to modify your signs to give you any commands.
That's, like, a new thing, but I wanna say there's, like, a version where you could just, like, run commands off signs. Or, like, there's some weird stuff. Like, you can make a command block run it off of signs. Or something.
I don't know the specifics. Solo's more qualified to talk about this than me.
Yeah. A or B to get command blocks with NBT? Okay. So just like an April Fool's update thing?
Yeah, but then you gotta downgrade to like 1.6.
Yeah, that's gonna be like an entire process, but it's gonna be fun.
Yep. It's gonna
Get
be a
off
long
on
roller.
the... Yeah. Get up on the world, then go ahead and like... do some weird shit. I see. Because then I'll be able to, like, set up command blocks, just, like, warping me all the way to the far lands. That's gonna be... Like, getting up in survival, this is literally just, like, the becoming god arc. But that'll be in a long time. A or B, that's like a... It's like a 1.20
I mean, if you
April
get...
Fools.
Yeah. I mean, if you get to 23W13 A or B with this world in like a couple of years, and you've made the entire journey without cheating up to that point, then I feel like you earned it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you earned those teleport commands.
I've earned the ability to go ahead and just, like, break things so much to the point of becoming god. Alright.
Like, at that point, you just fucking earn it.
The implications of that. End gateway hyperlink. Tell me more. What?
Yeah, I don't know what Solo did, but I think he set up one of those on my server. I still don't know how it works.
Tell me more, friend. Isn't, like, the gateway, like, can't you, like, set it to, like, any coordinates with NBT? Or something along those lines? So I guess it would be, like, getting that in survival somehow and editing the NBT in, like, A or B? Or how does that work? Am I overcomplicating that? Am I capable of overcomplicating that? 'Cause that feels like it'd be complicated inherently. You can if you modify its NBT, but you can't do that without command. Can you not get that into A or B? Or I guess that's... When was the... Was it the flattening that, like, removed a lot of things as, like, tiles that are obtainable? I guess placing it down would just purge the NBT anyway, though, wouldn't it? Pure survival, you can generate dateless gateways at arbitrary positions within the end, which will cause it to form a link back to the outer island ring. Okay.
Hey, shotgun.
Like, what does that do? Like, what does that accomplish? Is it just like a
Happiness.
transport method or something? Never had an item form, so you have to use either population manipulation or any falling block and... Okay. Alright.
I like how we're discussing this stuff in the
We're discussing like all this nonsense in dev, and right now we're still like stuck with the Steves and Beast Boys and Black Steves.
Like it's so
Like,
far out in the future. It doesn't even matter because we're
we've
gonna
only
forget when we
barely
get there.
got like it's just as of this version that we got like a crafting thing in the freaking inventory. Like this, we are not close to that in the slightest. Link to wherever you
blend-
want in the end. You can then place nether portals with any falling block. You go back to the nether overworld at any arbitrary coordinate via the end. What? Excuse me? That's sick. Wait. That's so cool. You can travel from one world corner to another in about 3 minutes. It's called a hyperlink for... Yeah? Okay, well, I'm gonna want to do that whenever that becomes an option. Christ. Hopefully by that point, like, the documentation for doing, like, the any falling block single-player survival's a bit more fleshed out. 17W45A is you have access to TP, so you can just teleport the falling blocks instantly and yourself. Wait, you just get TP and survival in that version?
Don't you get like a bunch of commands in there? I know there's a version that lets you use a bunch of commands.
I just know that my ruling is like no creative menu, right? Like anything that just like gives me the fucking like creative menu, I'm not gonna do. But if I have access to like, or I'm not gonna just /op myself, but that becomes available in survival, right? If I'm gonna do that, I have to like earn it through various bullshit.
Like
They
give
might
it to
seem
me,
arbitrary.
but don't feed it.
Make me work for it. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Pop on over to here. Gonna need some more wood. (11W49A), my beloved. What happens there? Is that just like the you can enter creative mode by pressing B? Is that
Yeah.
version?
Mm-hmm. Pressing B allows you
Unfortunately,
to go
that's
into
also,
creative
like-
mode without cheats.
Like, unfortunately, that's also like the only chance of getting spawn eggs for quite some time.
You can get them in April Fool's versions,
Yeah,
but it's
but
gonna
that's
take
like
a
a
while.
while later. Luckily, I'll have as many spawners as I possibly need by that point.
Yeah, but no custom spawners for a while.
No custom ones for a while, but like I'll be able to solve world hunger at least.
Yeah.
Just like mass amounts of pigs. One thing I want to do before I update this version is I want to see if I can't like design a farm, like design a mob grinder for the Steves
For
and Black
Steves?
Steves and Beast Boys, because they drop
my God.
items now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But like, how would you go about making a mob grinder? Because flowing water doesn't exist. You could just,
I
like,
think you need like,
have, like, a-
spawning platform and then various holes.
Mm.
With water, so they die.
Like, you can't pick up... What's it? You can't pick up items from them with, like, a hopper or something. You can't automate that. So preferably you'd have all the killing happening in one spot, so you can just pick up
They
all
also
their
die from
stuff.
lava, right?
They also die from lava, but I want to say the stuff would just burn, wouldn't it?
I have one
Hmm. Maybe. There's no like transparent blocks like signs or doors. I mean, there's torches, but those get destroyed by liquid.
I have an idea. I have an idea for a mob grinder that I'll do at some point later. Maybe on my next stream. We'll build our the first mob grinder on Minecraft Wander.
Oh boy.
Because I think the idea, right? These things, they can go up a single block, right? They are capable of going up one block. But they're not capable of jumping up, like, 2 whole blocks or anything. You could, like, make a cone shape in the air. Like, see if they spawn, if they're just capable of spawning on that. Set up, like, a cone shape or something. And then have them, like, fall down that cone however fast they need to the middle, where then they just, like, fall down and break their joints, and then you pick up all the stuff.
They have fall damage?
That guy just jumped into the water. I'm sure there's a way to check. These guys still make, like, oof noises, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do a bit of a science experiment. Not really a good hyperlink video, but you can dig through the Redstone Discord. Send me an invite. Send me an invite to that solo, and I will do just that. Alright, let's see if we can't find, like a Steve to long live the king. Oh, there's a Beast Boy over there and a Black Steve. That'll work.
You're gonna really do Fallen Kingdom on them.
Crazy. Fall damage is real and it can hurt you. Let's see here.
My therapist said that fall damage isn't real.
Alright, I need one of you guys to, like, come to the edge. Right? Now, I'm not saying you should, like, you know, do that, but you know what needs to happen, friends. Let's find a... Here, we can trap one of them in a box. I have a plan. I have an idea. Alright. This guy seems, like, very intent on staying in this general spot. Stop moving. Get in the hole. Stay down. Stay down. Foolish mortal. Aha. Trapped him. We've trapped the Steve. Okay. Steve, this is for science. I'm sorry, pal. This has to be done. Okay.
It's cruel.
For science. Science waits for no one. Science gets done, we make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. Okay. Can you even break that block? No. So that should be more than enough distance to at least make it go oof.
Oof.
Yep, he said ooh. Alright, I'm going to bury you alive now, friend. Thank you for your assistance with my research.
Oh, no.
Here.
This is unethical.
So now we know. We know that they can take fall damage. So next stream, I think, we'll go ahead and make the first mob grinder on this world. Because
like all
they're
those juicy drops
constantly
you don't
moving.
need.
Yeah, these guys are constantly walking around, right? So if you make, like, a cone spawning platform, then they'll just, like, get to the point where they then will end up in that hole. They will end up down
They're gonna
at the bottom.
spawn there and not in the overworld.
That's a matter of, like, I guess... I'm trying to think, right? How do these guys even spawn? What's their mechanics?
I think it's just randomly around the world.
Randomly around the world? Like, is there a distance?
There might be a distance.
There's gotta be, like, a distance for that. No?
I have no idea how their spawning works.
I'll look into that, like, in between this stream and the next, right? But in theory, we can make a mob grinder for these guys, and I think because we can, we have to. Alright.
That sounds like good logic to follow.
Exactly. When you're playing Minecraft, it is.
If you can, you must.
Like, because we can go ahead and just, like, create a mass farming chamber for these poor creatures, I think we should. Make the first, like, tutorial. Make a tutorial for building a mob grinder in the specific version of Minecraft in-dev.
Oh.
Get a max efficiency farm. Gonna do my homework, figure out the spawning algorithms. Ow. This is gonna be so dumb. I love it.
What are you gonna do with it once Steve stops spawning?
I'll cry. I mean, practically speaking, there's still not going to be flowing water for a while. I'm sure that, like, it'll work as a mob grinder for a little bit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure it'll still function that way for quite some time. Not the, like, utmost efficient thing in the world, but it's going to be pretty decent, I would hope. We'll see how we get that, right?
No. What the hell? Frost isn't on my map. It's full of water.
How difficult is it to view, like, the Minecraft in-dev code? I think we discussed this, like, on another stream. Aren't, like, all versions decompiled? Or there are, like, tools to decompile all of them?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Okay. I need to look into that. I'm sure I can find info on it in, like, MCDF's Discord, or maybe Omni Archive.
Yeah.
So I want to say, like, carpet's used for that, right? In, like, modern versions or something? I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I need to goof around with carpet, because I've heard that it's used for, like, so many different things, and I've just never bothered to, like, look at that.
Wait, hold on. What version are you in right now? It's,
In the title.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so you can have an isometric screenshot, right?
Can I? When was that added?
Isn't that in this version?
When were isometric screenshots added? I don't think so. I want to say that was like a... Well, no, that would be classic, wouldn't it?
Isometric screenshot.
When were
F7.
those... Huh?
Press F7.
Hold up. We're saving the game. We're gonna open that up. I'm incredibly curious now.
Well,
I think these are incredibly buggy, so...
Save. Okay. I don't remember exactly where it said it was. It was like in users... Here... Was it in roaming app data? Was it just like tossed into Minecraft thing?
I don't know what it is. Local user folder. This is where the Minecraft wiki says it is.
Hold up, can you like rewind on my stream slightly to see exactly where it said? Because it like told me the file destination.
Sure.
Much appreciated. Alright.
Okay, it's in C user. And then name, and then there it is.
Just sitting there apparently?
Yep. Under C, users, and then the name, and then screenshot.
Alright, I found it. That's horrifying! Oh, that looks bloody terrifying! Oh, apparently I'd also done this earlier as well. That one looks a lot more normal. Okay.
Did it bug out?
Yes, it bugged out. So let me go ahead and just like pull this up. If I... Is paint.net full screen? Why is the... I hit the Betacraft launcher. Close you. Close. Stay down. Final warning. Wait, it's not letting me like select that window. Let me do this. Okay, so it seems like at some point I registered that the isometric screenshot did exist. If I go ahead and just add... Let's just add display capture. Okay. So now you guys can see my entire OBS setup. Isn't that lovely?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this monstrosity.
Oh my god. Oh
Like
my
you can
god.
you can kind of make some things out.
That looks
right?
like something from like a factory game.
Yeah, like you can kind of see, like you can see the snowman. You can see the pumpkin, some towers, the house.
It's terrifying.
It's a good angle it got. We'll say that much. Although it seems like it flipped the world.
This gives me like glitch core vibes.
But yeah, I guess at some point along the line I remembered it existed, because if I go ahead... That's the wrong one. At some point I remembered it existed. This one looks like a lot more normal.
Oh, there you go.
Mm.
Yeah, apparently chunks, if they're not correctly within the player's FOV, that bugs everything out.
What do you mean if the chunks are... Do you have to be like a high point, or like what?
Well, what it says on the wiki is an isometric screenshot displaying the bug of not capturing chunks, which are not in the player's FOV.
And is that like, did it show something similar to mine?
Yeah.
Was it because I was looking down? Okay, hold on.
Maybe. Like, try looking at the center of the world so you capture a lot of...
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to like that pillar over at that side, right? I'm gonna like complete the stairway all the way up, and then
Back up
we're
the
gonna
game
take
too.
the... Yeah. I'm gonna do a save, and I'm gonna make a backup. I'm just gonna do that right here. Here. Wrong one. Launchers, Betacraft, wander, save. Okay. Control C. Take you. Just toss you right there for now. Okay. Okay, before we even go ahead and pillar up, I'm just gonna look out that way. F7. Now let's try. Yeah, no, this is just still looking bloody horrifying on
Maybe
multiple
the
levels.
specific version then.
It's like it changed the screenshot. This time there's a lot more blue. You can't see the snowman's face. Somehow it got worse. Lovely.
Great.
I don't know why it does that, but you know what? I suppose that's the world we live in. We can try next version.
Mm-hmm.
When did isometric get removed? I forget.
The addition of inf then.
We're gonna have to have like one nice, beautiful screenshot once the world is like finished. And I'll probably like make it available for download at that point, right?
The world?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I'll
that's a
probably
good
like
idea.
make a world download for the final classic, or not classic, but the final in-dev version it has.
Yeah, that's good for preservation's sake too.
Yeah. I have an axe. My axe doesn't even have durability. Like, I don't have to worry about it breaking. I need to just use it. I need to remember that I have tools. Ow.
Use it while you can.
Indeed, indeed. Huh. Making some solid progress today. Like, I've kind of neglected the towers for a little bit. Just, like, building some other projects.
Yeah, for at least like 3 weeks.
Yeah. I took a needed break. Because there's, like, 1 week where I didn't stream, 1 week where I barely streamed. And I don't remember if I worked in the towers in the one before, but no, I worked on the pumpkin that one. So yeah, like 3 weeks. I need to also go ahead and start just, like, doing midweek streams of the towers.
Yep.
Crushing is a pain in the butt in that regard. It's fine. Okay. Break that. It's so, like, strange having the planks just explode. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, having the logs just burst into planks. I suppose it, like, is something that you'd run into in, like, most survival games, though. Like, you normally don't just, like, collect the logs and turn them into planks. You normally just skip the step entirely. But because you're building with them, you normally, like, don't want to do that. Just because the logs look good. Just a good texture and a good color.
Logs are great.
Real. Over a decade of block game existing, and logs never stopped being just beautiful. Okay. You're assaulting that box? Nice. Alright. I don't know. Hopefully we figure out how to make the isometric screenshot work, because that's gonna be so nice. Like, just sending out a world download with that. Just having this available would be lovely. Yeah. Place down, good amount of glass. We haven't done that in a minute. We're getting close to having, like, this entire first level done. Not entirely finished, like, not entirely done on the stream, but most of this progress has been done on the stream. So it's quite nice. I think sneaking would have made this, like, an entirely different process entirely. At that point, I'm not having to, like, worry about falling off as much. That's slowed me down substantially. Was it you, Kiz, that was working on the resource pack that would, like, make everything its oldest texture? I don't remember.
Yep.
How's that going?
It's not.
Fair.
Well, Slim took a break. I took a break. The project had some ambitions, and we found a way to do it. But the way to do it also opens the floodgates to do a lot of niche things. And
Like what? What was the, like, what issues were you running into that required that?
So you know how the inventory looks different now from what it does in the modern version, with all, you know, hunger system,
Aye.
and the armor being on the left instead of the right.
You're right, yeah. I'm just now registering that as the fact, yeah. I didn't even stop to think about that for a moment before.
Well, we found a way to change the position of UI elements,
Oh.
because somebody did that as an example. And that
Yeah.
opens the floodgates to a lot of stuff, because it uses a system that's fairly new called... Is it shader
Does that
effect?
require, like, mods?
No, it's all built in a resource pack.
Oh.
And it's a system that I do not understand, and it looks
Is it,
very
like, new to, like,
complicated.
1.20, or...?
I don't know when it got introduced, but it's fairly new.
Okay.
And that kind of overwhelmed me because I didn't know how it worked, and if I wanted the project to be what it could be, then I would have to be like force myself to use that.
Yeah. I mean, you
Uh,
can always, like, just start with the simple parts, and then eventually... Maybe by
Yeah.
that point you can find someone that's, like, more skilled in that to assist.
yeah, that's
But just,
probably
like,
what
have...
we'll do.
Yeah. Just have, like, this as, like, a proof of concept. Right? Get
Mhm.
it up to, like, a point that you feel comfortable just showing off. And then...
Here, just so you have a perspective, this project has been restarted 5 times.
I think you've mentioned that, yeah.
And I think I started, like, I think the first attempt at it was in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, this pack has a lot of history to it.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be done right. So I'm
Yeah.
taking my time with it.
That's fair. Because, like, there's, like, the simple parts, right? Like, there's just... What's the oldest texture for insert block here? Like, that's the simple
Yeah,
part.
but that you kind of start getting into freaky territory when you start considering slabs and walls and fences
Because
and
they just use the
buttons
basic
and
texture, yeah?
levers. Yeah,
Like,
but
they
also
just
the
pull from,
texture
like,
placement
the...
changes. Like
Oh.
the block model texture placement changes from version to version, and
Oh,
nobody
that's
notices.
horrifying.
Yeah.
That's horrifying, yeah. No, I see why it's taken a while.
Yep. Because we have to like individually go over every single block in their history to make sure we got it right, you know?
Yeah.
You don't the work I did on tripwire hooks. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's
Oh,
so
you poor
terrible.
soul. This is just like Programmer Art Deluxe Edition.
Basically. But like if you think about it, I don't know if you know this, but like bottom slabs and top slabs are different blocks. And they were introduced in different times with different textures.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because, like, you can't place something just on the top half of a block right now. Like, you can't place a slab just on the top
Yeah.
half.
That's a different block. And it has its own texture and its own texture history, so I have to consider a bottom block, bottom half block, a top half block, and a double half block as separate blocks, all with different texture histories. And I have to create custom models so that they can all of them use different textures.
Oh, you poor soul. Oh, you poor, poor soul.
And it gets even more messed up when they have custom models that changed over time. Especially custom models in the inventory, because the inventory lighting changes as well.
Yeah, like, as of this update, like, plants became just item sprites instead of, like, rendering, like, as like, all 4 sides of it. Or I say all 4 sides, like, rendering how you place them.
Yeah, exactly.
It changed into, item sprite. So like,
So
would you make
you see,
like a rose? Like, would you make a dandelion, for example? I guess you would make it. You'd be turning the poppy back into the rose, wouldn't you?
mm-hmm.
Yes, like you would make like the rose then be like how it looks when it's placed in the inventory would be like one of the goals.
Yep.
Like just niche stuff like that.
And
Oh,
then there's compromises that you gotta do, because when you do something, you can't, like, there's
it can conflict with something else.
incompatibilities. Exactly.
Mm.
So like, the way that the game works is that there's one model for the block itself in the world, and there's one model for the block as an item in the GUI,
Yeah.
but that also affects the item on the world and the item on your hand, if I'm not mistaken. So you gotta think about it like, do I prioritize the item
So
as
you
it looked in
can't
the
make it
inventory?
do like in the survival test, right? It becomes like that. Like it's like
Exactly. I started
Mm.
off with that. I cannot do that. Even though I really wanted to, like, have those item effects when they're on the floor. I
It would
cannot
have
do
to
that.
apply to every block and not just like ones that
Exactly.
existed in survival test.
Mm-hmm. And like, here's the thing. Here's why I'm so like up in arms about the shader thing that I learned about, because apparently that also implies that I can modify the lighting in the GUI. So
Oh.
yeah, I think I need to learn how that stuff works, because
Yeah.
it might be a lot of things that we can implement into the pack,
Yeah.
but it needs a lot more research.
That's fair. That's definitely fair.
But yeah, the project is in limbo right now, but
Until
it's
some
not
of that gets
forgotten.
worked out. Okay.
Also, I'm about to pass out.
Oh, go get some sleep, Kate.
It's 4 a.m.
Why are you up at 4 a.m.?
It's Minecraft. I want to watch.
That's fair. Go to sleep.
Okay.
Go night night. It's slumber time.
All right. Good night.
You've made the stream better by being here. Your job here is done. Go enjoy your rest.
Alright, bye bye everyone. Thanks for having me on the stream.
Good night, kids.
Good night.
Alright. Let's see here. Okay. So now it's just us, chat. Just me. Sad. It's nice having Kiz back on the stream, though. I know it's been a good few since he's been on here, but it's always nice to just talk to him. Always nice to talk to him while doing this, because, like, it gives me... Like, I always get some knowledge on, like, stuff that I just did not know about, and stuff to look forward to. Right? So that's always fun. One day we'll have Sky Dimension chunks, one day we'll have the Farlands, one day we'll become God. Because we can. And therefore, wouldn't it be funny if we did? Alright. Dang it. Okay. How many planks do we have? A good amount. We should go ahead and start placing some of them. Okay. Pick these all up. They just, like, explode. The logs are absurd. Okay. So the pick block thing only works if it's, like, in your hotbar. But the fact that pick block exists at this point with middle mouse click is quite nice. I wish I could change it. I wish I could, like, make it into alt like I normally do. I need to see, like, when all the keybinds are, like, just added proper. Okay. But I think the goal for tonight is to see... Like, we're gonna get the floor layer of, like, the second layer done. And once we've done that, it'll be a matter of just, like, polishing up the rest of the bottoms of each tower. Adding all the cobble, breaking open the doors. And, like, making the floors finished. Adding stairways up to the second floor on each of them, all that. Getting the water in there. That's gonna be a pain in the butt to do. It's gonna be a long process, but it's fun. It's nice and relaxing. I just get to play stuff. You know, that's nice to do sometimes. Alright. It'll be nice to have, like, C418 music again. Can't wait for the sound engine to fix itself. Ugly old textures. Welcome, Empire of the Nether Foundation. The reason we got old textures is because we are in really frickin' old Minecraft. It's what we got here. We're back in the good old days, back in the olden days. You know, back in my day. We used to ride horses to school. We're in that time. But how have you been doing? How's your day been? Welcome to the stream. Hop on over to here. What is going on? Okay. Like, register how I had the blocks placed. I don't need that there. Okay. Goes in. It's a plus. There's a product on Amazon that's just a ball attached to a loop. Seems quite useless. Loop is adjustable. Yes, I'm doing great. I see. I understand. I could go for a ball on a loop right now. I could use that. I could use that in my life. I want a tungsten cube. That'd be fun. Go on Amazon, make the poor delivery man have to bring in a tungsten cube. I'm just imagining, right? On the subject of just strange Amazon things. What would happen? You could use the ball in the loop. What does it do? It makes me happy, probably. Just it's a small distraction from life. Instead of thinking of, like, all the struggles of the world, all you need to know is that there is a ball on this loop. That is its purpose. Strive to be like the ball on the loop, chat. Strive to know your purpose in life. I'm sure it's just like a stress toy or something, quite frankly. That just sounds like what it would be. Stress toy or like a kid's toy, like a toddler toy. Which, to be fair, the boundary between the two is like... The loop is made of a belt-like leather strap. How big of a ball is it? Wait, I feel like that's an important detail. How large is this ball? What are the sizes we're working with? Sleep is for the weak. Go to sleep! You fool! It's 4 AM! Ball's over an inch. Okay, how big is the strap? It's a small ball. But less than 2 inches. Like, that still sounds like it's in, like, stress toy territory. just high quality stress toy. It's got a leather strap. Pretty fancy. Kiz, go to sleep, sir. Okay? You've done enough. You've talked, you've kept things interesting. When someone broke into the room, you were there to keep chat entertained. Like, you've done your part, friend. You don't... Loop is adjustable between 16 inches in circumference and 12 inches in circumference. I can't get a reading on this loop. Like, I can't get a... I'm already in bed. I'll be fine. Okay, cause, you know what? Live your truth, I suppose. 22, not 12? You said 22. You put 22 down. That's big. Is it a belt? Like, at that point, it just feels like a belt, but with like a ball on it. Like, I'm just trying. Like, when you said it was, I read it as 12. It's 10 for me. Okay, I'm also nearing my limits. You know, the brain isn't braining. It happens to the best of us. Regardless. Smaller than a belt. I can't get a reading on this thing. When you said it was useless, like... It sounded just like a stress toy or something. Now I'm just confused. How could you do this? It's also thinner than a belt? What? Is it a cat toy? Maybe give... I don't know. What am I supposed to think here? This is causing me distress. I need the ball in a loop to de-stress. But it's not a stress toy. So it won't work. What are we working with here? I don't understand. I'm too sleep deprived to understand what you're talking about. I'm too sleep deprived to understand what I'm talking about. I'm so confused. The product is in French, and it's called Bayon Bowl. Something like that. Okay. I'm just gonna call you Empire, okay? I'm just gonna call you Empire. You show up in my chat. Mention... You actually pronounced that out very well. That tracks. You show up in my chat, start talking about a ball on a chain, and then say I have good French pronunciation? Thank you. Appreciate it. I guess not a ball on a chain, a ball on a strap. What does that even... My mind... I shouldn't be struggling with this. It's not a simple... You've explained it in very, like, very good detail, okay? This isn't a confusing thing to have exist, it's just, why, though? Who benefits from this? Like, what purpose does that serve? Your initial statement, it just comes back to that, like, why? Why is this here? Frankly, I don't know. But yeah, welcome to the chat. You've made quite the entrance for yourself, Empire. Glad to see it. Glad to see it. I will forever remember you as the ball and strap guy. This is your fate. This is your legacy. Live it with pride. Alright. Alright, that should be more than enough logs for the rest of what I'm doing on this tonight. Okay. we go. I think that's good on logs. So now I just gotta go ahead and place in the rest of the glass. Put this over here. I need to add more to my playlist. Gotta add more to the YouTube playlist so that it doesn't loop as much. I say loop as much, we're like, what? We're back on the 15th song and it's been 2 hours and 42 minutes. This goes like about an hour and a half, I want to say. We can always do with more content on there. Breaking glass with my hands and just getting it back will never not feel odd to me, but this is the world we live in. Alright, that is all of the, like, floor for the second layer done. So now I just want to, like, make the floor for the first layer be done, and also make the walls for the first layer. Plants vs. Zombies music, aren't those, like, more hectic? I want to see, like... I don't know. I've not heard too much PvZ stuff, actually. Betacraft, Wander, MC level, save. Okay. So we'll drop down here. There's some soothing ones? Okay. So let's find the glass thing and then go ahead and just toss what we have into there. A little bit down, a little bit of a ways. And I don't remember exactly what goes into... The glass is definitely going to have gone into a overstack, I feel. Let's just toss that in there. It'll be cool to have. I just know I'm gonna need cobble, I'm gonna need planks. And then from there... Okay. I think, like, anytime we're done using an understack, the product also costs $23. I can't believe it cost me 23 inches. 2 whole feet. But it can be as expensive as $40. Like, okay. Okay. Empire, am I allowed to ask? Like... So what's the lore on this item, right? What's the reasoning for you just, like, going this in depth on this particular Amazon item in specific? Is there any rhyme or reason? Is there a method to your madness? What's going on here? Like, I need to know. I need to comprehend. But I don't know if I'm capable of doing so. Post a couple there. I'll understand these currencies and measurements. Skill issue. Inches isn't a currency, it was a mistake. Alright, so what I did with each one of these, I had stone as the floor for most of it. Plus, we had this in the center, and we have the water. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get another water source block just to have, and then also... Yeah, that understack's broken. That's right. Dollars a currency used in Canada, the United States, and some other countries. I am from the good old US of A. Kiz is Australian, I want to say. Australians, they don't know what dollars are. Okay. So we're gonna be understacking that, that, and that. And we're also just gonna grab a water source block. We don't need to understack it, but we're gonna need to have that. I thought you were Australian. Am I wrong? Wait. Kiz, am I incorrect? I thought you were Australian. Am I just completely incorrect? I feel like I had heard this at some point, and you've never, like, stopped to correct me. I'm from Portugal. Oh. Oh, that is... I'm an idiot. So that's why you don't know what a dollar... Yeah, no, euros, that's like an EU area, yeah. Okay. So what have we learned today? That I'm an idiot. I'm a... Kiz, why did you never correct me on this before? How many times have I just called you Australian and you've just never said anything? We had this conversation. We're gonna have this conversation again, aren't we? Maybe I'm the one who's going insane. Kiz, you have to understand, my memory is not great in the slightest. If my mind has you marked as an Australian, accept your fate because that's what you are now. I am so sorry, Kiz. This short-term memory loss is getting out of hand. No, I think I have a problem. I think there is something wrong with me, at least slightly, in that department. But we chillin', I suppose. Okay. Understack is functional. Alright, what do I not need? Like, I want to have 2 stacks of stone. Portuguese name is the product of Mordaca de Bola. Something along those lines. I'm not actually upset or anything, but it's like the 3rd time you called me Australian. I didn't know! Listen, man, I'm trying my best. My best is just not that good. Okay? You gotta understand. What's some more Daka de Bola? I don't speak Portuguese. I am getting pushed. What is your malfunction, sir? Oh, you're just gonna... Okay. Yeah, you drown yourself as punishment. Glad we're on the same page. Oh, what do I not need? Make sticks with just 2 planks, yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't know what chat's waffling about anymore, but frankly, I don't know what I'm on about either. A ball on a loop. I just don't know. It's uncertain. Okay. Get our little block palette going. Is it like a sex toy or something? Is that what we're working with? We're rated E for everyone? When did that happen? I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to not swear as much. I don't know how... like, how good that's gonna go. I don't know how capable I am of just cutting back this sailor mouth that I've gotten from Twitch. But... We're making progress. I think Fanta got it right on the money. Okay. That tracks. I'm not surprised, actually. Oh. Okay, no, now I think I know what it is. Okay. Yeah. No, I think I know what it is. Right. A ball on a loop. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. I get it now. Okay. Well, I'm sure for some people it counts as a stress toy, okay? I'm sure for some people they can relieve stress with that, you know? I wasn't too far off the first time. No, I'm just now registering, thinking in the context of sex toys, and what a ball on a loop would be. I think I know what it is now. I think I know what you're on about. And if this isn't what you're on about, and this is entirely unrelated to this, then this makes it even more of an enigma as to what your mysterious ball in a loop actually is. I forgot to get the edge of this one in specific! Ah! I'm gonna commit a crime. I'm gonna commit a great crime. It'll be grand. It'll be beautiful. I don't know if you're right or not. We're gonna drop the subject, just in case I am right. Because, quite frankly, I don't want to get into that subject on the stream. I don't have any reason to. But also, if it is, it's incredibly funny. Okay. Stream getting banned in 3. No! If Hell of a Boss is allowed to stay on the internet, then I'm allowed to keep my stream going. YouTube has standards, but you're not gonna, like, shoot me for this. We live in. Now, if I start singing something, singing something beautifully, my beautiful singing voice, then we'll have to worry about the stream going. Jesus Christ. Just fist fighting the stone. and energy. One day I won't just be able to break, like, misplaced stone with my hand. Ah! Kind of, yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah. In my opinion. But do note, I also am very bad with geography. Maybe I just think all Portuguese Portuguese people. Maybe I just think that their accent sounds Australian. Who knows? Maybe I've just, like, misassociated. Like, how am I supposed to know at this point? Sorry to say, but does the thing you're talking about have a name in English? You don't have to say... yeah. Yeah, it does. No, it's not that I'm not comfortable talking about it. I'm 19. It's just that it doesn't really have a place on the stream. I'm not gonna start talking about fucking sex toys on stream. Like, what, what's the benefit in doing so? I want to keep this relatively family-friendly. Like, we're transitioning into the trying not to say swears every 3 seconds. And I'm getting better. Okay. But yeah, it does have a name. Here. Empire, are you in the Discord? I can literally just DM you the name. Like, if you... Hold up. There we go. That'll pop the link up momentarily. I want to say Nightbot will do it too, because I've forgotten to disable the gosh darn Nightbot commands. Regardless. No, just go ahead and, like, join the Discord. I'll see you in there. I'm not gonna bother, like, going through the whole friend process. Let's see here. Alright, there you are. That's my working theory on what it is. Ball on a loop. That size. That material. There's the working theory. Okay. We're gonna go until 11 my time, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream at that point. So we made quite a bit of good progress on these towers. I don't know if we'll get them, like, this entire first layer done for all of them, but this is substantial progress. That size, that material, on this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. If it's what I think it is, that's what it's called. If it's not what I think it is, then... who knows? Although, you say... if that's what it shows, then... yeah, it very well might be something different. I still think it's the same context. Have you gone through the rules thing? There's a role thing that you have to, like... yeah, you're getting screwed over by the thing that makes you read the rules. unfortunately, I do make sure that people do that, so that they can't just feign innocence. If you go in there, and if you do something somehow stupid enough to get yourself kicked, the fact that you were able to chat in the first place means that you knew what you were doing. Read through the rules. It's a simple task. It tells you what to do. Alright. What was I doing? Here. It's a very simple premise. This has happened so many times. You're like, Phantasap, something's broken. It's even been my friends. Like, even my friends. They're like, I know are good people. Will be like, Phantasap, something's broken. Something's broken, I can't talk. Phantasap, please fix this. And I'm like, did you click the thing? In the rule? Did you do that? If you did it, it'll work. If you did it, it'll function. Assuming nothing's actually broken, but considering new people can still join and then be able to talk. Phantasap, it's broken, fix it, Phantasap, please. Phantasap, my wife and 4 children, their lives are on the line if you don't fix it, Phantasap, please. Oh no. How does one sound Australian through text chat? We were in VC earlier, Empire. I was in VC with him earlier. If you want to sound Australian in text, just like add mate to the end of every sentence. Shrimps on the Barbie, mate. Shrimps on the Barbie, mate. Crikey. Hi, Blue Crab. How are you doing? Nice to see ya in here. Wonderful, wonderful person that Blue Crab is. I am so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry that the crabs didn't win the vote. At the end of the day, anything vaguely pertaining to dogs in Minecraft will win anything put up to democracy. I think the armadillos, they've solidified this unfortunate truth. Rare blue crab public sighting, real. I can't look at armadillos anymore. I'm so sad that the crabs didn't win. Like, unironically, I think that would have just been the most useful feature there. Crab hibernation period over? Question mark? Blue crab real? And here we spot blue crab in their natural habitat. Okay. It's hard to keep track of all the ones that I've done. I'm sure that there's just gonna be, like, bits of these towers that are, like, vaguely incomplete, and I'll realize that at some point, like, far into the future. And be like, wow. Wow, I have to walk, like, all the way across the map. Yes, we're coming out for winter break soon? Hell yeah. Minecraft soon? This has been a wonderful stream. We've finally, like, Blue Crab has shown themselves. We've built so much of these towers. We learned what may or may not be a sex toy. Everything's lovely. Next stream, though, I am gonna take a break from the towers once again, just to build the oldest mob grinder in Minecraft. Just because. That'll be so fun to have. Because, like, you're gonna have... Like, I'll have to stand, like, where the mobs are dropping. Can they drop items if they don't die by the player? How early was that a thing? I feel like... Why doesn't your player model appear in the inventory without just not in that version yet? Oh, yeah, no, not yet. We just got the crafting grid in the inventory. We're still at... like, Beast Boys and Thieves and Black Thieves. Beast Boy got added this version too as well, and mob drops. Which is why next stream I'm gonna go ahead and make a mob grinder. We might not have hoppers, so we won't have like any fancy collection system, but still, it'll be fun. I need to like look at the spawning algorithms, or like just the code for how that works. But then I have to figure out how to even check the code of like something this old. Player is a mobile hopper? Exactly. We're just like hoppers on mine rails before it was simple, and before it was like hop, before it was cool. Back in my day, we used to have to pick up our items. Grumble, grumble, grumble. We've got about 20 minutes left until we end stream. We're not gonna have all this done, but it's fine. I'm quite happy with what we have done. Like, this is just a substantial amount of progress that we hadn't made prior. We've basically completed, like, just about the first level of... Kiz, go to sleep! It is almost 5 AM! I will end the stream here and now, if that's what it takes. Kiz. Go to sleep. Yeah, it's almost 5 AM for Kiz. Like, it's only 10:40 for me, but this masochist, quite frankly, like, no, I gotta watch the stream, it only happens once a week, you only do the world one time a week. Kiz, go to sleep. Go to bed. Well, night-night. You know you want to. You know I want you to. And I'm sure any sane person in chat would agree. Yeah, kids, when do you have to wake up? That's the question we should be asking. Because this is a Sunday. That crying says you have to wake up at a relatively normal time. Is that a correct assessment? I'm unemployed. Oh. Oh, well, in that case, you're fine. You know, in that case, you're doing okay. I've never played FNAF, but I have the singular FNAF song in my playlist because it just showed up. It showed up, and I'm like, yeah, this just fits the vibe of the YouTube playlist. And it's apparently, like, something plays when you're getting sued or something. Like, I don't know the entire context of this, but something along those lines. No schedule when you should have. One is great, it's not. Oh. The single thing broken. Kiz, I was playing FNAF 2 yesterday, it's tough. I've never played a FNAF game. Not a single one. It's just never been something that's, like, interested me terribly. I could do it for content. Like, it's not something that I vehemently refuse to play, it's just not something I've ever felt the need to spend the money on. Right? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll play it. We'll see. This music's too cheerful when you're getting literally sued by all your customers. Right. Kiz, do you have the context of it? I didn't buy just playing someone else's phone. Nice. Just stole a phone from some poor person off the street and just play FNAF. You monster. Speaking of phones, when am I gonna do... I need to do a Minecraft Pocket Edition stream at some point. Like, bust out Minecraft Pocket Alpha. Like, that is something I have planned. For at some point, I want to do this, but Bedrock / Pocket Edition. Right? Like, at some point I want to do this entire thing all over again, but do it for, like, the other line of the game. Which I think will be quite fun. Who knows? Maybe this is how I learned to love Bedrock, right? Maybe this is how I learned to see it not as the awkward, like, weird Uncle Stu who came in and murdered my beloved child that was Legacy Console. But we'll see how that goes. You're crazy? Crazy? Oh, that's great. Well, like, the means exist. Only a mother could love Bedrock? That's even that's debatable. But no. We'll see. Masochist? Okay, you say that, Empire, I'm going to go to the far lands on this world. I think that's not the farthest... Like, that term is not the farthest off that you could use to describe me. Okay? Like, your description could definitely be, like, farther from the truth. Could be farther. Not couldn't be. You're about as close as you can get. I don't know if there's, like, a word that describes, like, feeling just dopamine from throwing your head at a brick wall over and over. Like, not sexual gratification, not pleasure, but just dopamine from, like, suffering. Because that tends to be what happens with me. When it's something that, like, it leads to a goal that I want, then I'm more than happy to throw my head at that wall until it happens. If it's something outside of my control, obviously, I don't love it. But if I'm choosing to be there, then I'm willing to put up with a lot of shit. It's called insanity? Yeah. That term sounds about right. Yeah. Bedrock can burn the fires it was forged. Yeah. I'm sure what's gonna happen with that world, right, is I'm gonna start on Pocket Alpha, learn to love that, it's gonna become Bedrock, and just slowly make me want to start ripping my hair out. Like, I'm gonna grow so attached to Pocket Edition Alpha, we'll get used to the controls, get used to playing it, and then Better Together will happen, and I'm gonna want to cry. Better Together already took away, like, PS3 edition updating. Better Together, my behated. It's so sad, right? Like, Better Together. Every time Fanta breaks a block without using its appropriate tool. Okay, Kiz. Fine. I hear you. I acknowledge your presence. You're just saving on hotbar slots. You called someone a masochist earlier? I called them that because, like... Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I did call Kiss a masochist, and I will stand by that statement until they go the fuck to sleep. Oh, shoot. Well, I said a swear word. That's not blue wool. That's water source. I have stuff that's, like, for filling in these floors. I'm just now registering that I'm not going to be able to get away with doing... That is adding to there. You also called me an Australian, so... Yeah, my word should not be taken at face value. Because most of my words are not very smart. Most of my words struggle to come out of my face in the first place. Okay. I'm looking at all these mobs, right? I feel like we can get away with building Black Steve without having it run into, like, game crashing things later. Because we're actively not placing down the wool, and we're making sure that we, like, always pick up any water or lava sources. For the fact of we don't want to potentially deal with, like, game crashes later. Black Steve can entirely be done with blocks that continue. One of these days we ought to build a Black Steve statue before he gets scrapped. I think that'll be fun. Like, we can use bricks for his shirt, we have leaves, we have logs. We have white wool, like white cloth. That's fine. That never gets removed. That just becomes wool. Alright. Yeah, we can make a Black Steve statue. Maybe not in the same stream as the grinder. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah. Those are, like, our next two non-tower projects that we got to work on. The statue of Black Steve and the mob grinder. Yeah, stream's almost over, Curb. Sorry. We are nearing the end. My voice is also starting to get a little bit scratchy. A little bit scritchy. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up a couple more tower things, like just bases to them. That's like what we've been doing this whole stream. Just on that grind. We're just discussing some plans for next time. Where would we even build the mob grinder is the question. I'm not sure. Like, I guess... maybe just in the far corner of the world? Thought so between me getting home at that and then jumping straight into a documentation archival project. Oh. Yeah, no, that would do it. That would take up quite a bit of time, wouldn't it?
Well, let's go.
Alright. Place those. Place those. Place those. Place... I thought the game just had like a lag spike or something there, but my mouse just got caught. And like my... I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna save the game. Like I was scared that the game crashed or something just out of nowhere. It didn't have any reason to, but this is Minecraft, so it really doesn't need one. That was horrifying. Okay. Save the game. Gonna go ahead and... let's see. Copy that. And then come over here. Delete that back up, put that one there. I'm gonna go ahead, see one more time if I can't try to get like an isometric screenshot. I don't know if this will work. It's not worked the last couple of times, but you know what? We'll see what we can do. F7. Let's see what this gives us. Spent an hour and a half going through every Reddit post relating to the thing I was documenting and tossing it into a Google Doc. Fair. I hate the little heart icon on YouTube's mobile chat now. It's so annoying. Nope, that still looks bloody cursed. Okay. Well, we tried our best. Right, we gave it a valiant effort. And now we know that it was never meant to be. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just end the stream right here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. It's been quite fun.
Yeah.
Reminder to sub if you haven't already. Because at 200 subs, we're gonna go ahead and do a 12-hour cookie clicker stream. And I'm gonna hate myself for most of it, but it's gonna be funny for you people. So make sure to do that. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you all for stopping by. See you guys next time. Goodbye.